Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got to pay for this treatment and a hotel and food. And
Sure.
Jeez. High roller over there. Jet setter.
No, it's just...
look at you.
It's part of my health regimen.
That's
dedication, I'll tell you that, though.
It helps to keep me on track.
Do you feel great?
I feel very good, yes.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay.
That's exactly how I feel.
My, what a wonderful day.
I'm clicking my heels.
Robin, do you think if you didn't have some money, you know,
I'd be dying, yes. I'd be dead.
You couldn't stick to this regiment without, you know, the luxurious part of it that you give yourself? Like,
that's, you know, it's a nice perk.
Yeah.
But
it's harder when you're poor to keep
That's right. I agree with you 100%. Don't the rich look better?
Yes.
Yesterday, Robin and Beth threw a baby shower for Tony. Tony's the girl who cuts my hair.
Yeah.
And, you know, works here at, you know, dolling me up before every show for the TV show.
She's here every morning, yeah.
You know, she's having a 4th kid. Jeez.
I know. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And her others
And she's having a boy.
Her youngest is 9.
Yeah, she's got 3 boys. She's having another boy.
I know.
Yeah.
Her youngest is 9?
Her youngest is 9.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think, I think Tony thinks you threw the whole party on your own because...
No. I wanted her to know. And I thought she did know because Beth has been talking to her, too.
No, because she you know me, I expected to hear, like, oh, thank you.
Oh, dear. I will have to make sure that she knows that.
She knows now, I'm sure. She's probably listening.
Because, yes, Beth and I threw it together.
Yeah. Then I got irked.
Why?
You know me, everything irks me. But I don't even know if I should bring this up.
What?
That always means you should bring it up.
All right, I'll bring it up. Okay.
Totally curious now.
All right, so... Like, Beth came back from the party that you guys had and, you know, had a lovely time. It was great.
It was a real fun time, yeah.
And she's very fond of you and, you know, all that.
She's a great person. I was going to say that to you this morning. She really is.
She really is.
A super woman.
Yeah. I feel so bad for her that she's with me.
No, I feel good for you.
Yeah. No, I'm saying I feel bad for her, though.
No, I feel good for both of you because she thinks you're okay.
Yeah.
She's under some delusion.
Well, she's had a strange upbringing.
Maybe, you know, it's that Stockholm Syndrome, but it's working for her.
It is Stockholm Syndrome. You hit it on the head. You're very, very smart.
No, you two are very lucky to have each other.
Yes. Yes, we are. I feel very blessed.
Yes, you are.
Anyway, this is so silly, and I shouldn't bring it up, but you know, I told Gary about it, and I said, you know, I'm never going to say anything about this.
Ooh, this is intriguing.
Gary goes, well, if it's, you know, if it does bother you, you should bring it up.
What happened?
Well, no. It's so silly, really. It's my hang-up.
All right.
So Beth said, oh, Doug Goodstein showed up at the baby shower. I go, what? No, but this isn't what bothered me.
Okay, I was going to say, that can't be your problem.
I go, Doug Goodstein showed up at the baby shower? I go, isn't it for ladies? And she goes, no, it was cute. He brought by Audrey, you know, they have a baby, blah, 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 blah. And I said, oh, yeah. And she said, oh, and Doug said he took the cutest picture of Audrey sitting in your chair.
Oh, no.
And sitting in my chair.
At the console.
Here at the console.
You mean here?
So I started to get...
here in the studio.
Yeah, so I started to get really bummed out. Like, I got really fucking crazy. And Beth goes, what are you kidding? I go,
you know, that was a discussion at the table. Does Howard know, or should anybody let Howard know?
But wait. And so Beth was saying, oh, he took the cute. She wasn't doing it to rile me up.
No.
But she should know I'm crazy.
But that's what we were saying. You are crazy.
Yeah, so I said to Beth, I said, you know, it's making me nuts that someone would do that. And I go, I know, like Johnny Carson or something. Like, I'm sure people who worked on the show used to sit in his chair and take a picture and all that. But so Gary even said to me, he goes, well, what bothers you about it? I said, I guess, he says, what if Doug had asked you, can I take a picture of my kid in the chair? I would say, go right ahead. He goes, so, oh, you weren't asked. I go, that's the problem.
Is it that?
Yeah, I think you say to someone, do you think, Howard, would you mind? But that kind of stuff bugs me, and I'm going to let it go. But
well, it's one thing if it was your personal office.
I know it's our set, so to speak, but I sit here every day, and it's sort of my thing.
I mean, and you know Doug was completely respectful. It's not like Cabby having sex on your console.
Right.
He
I
just
know.
let
It's
his
silly.
daughter's, his little baby daughter.
I'm just telling you how sick I get.
Well, I'm telling you, Doug and
Marlo
and a bunch of other people who were there, we were like, uh-oh.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, we did an uh-oh when we saw the picture.
You want my opinion on this? Do you care?
By the way, this is not a big deal. I never would have brought it up, but I do, and I love Doug.
Well, you brought it up. So.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead. What do you have to say?
I don't think Doug did anything wrong, and I think you're overreacting.
Okay. All right.
Just because it's Doug, he's 14 years he's been here.
I know.
It's I think
someone told me Audrey seemed to have a cold yesterday.
Oh, no, she didn't. No. She did not. She was fine.
Well, then, he's spreading germs.
Fine.
Where is Doug? I mean, couldn't he have just said, hey, Howard, would you mind if I took a picture in your chair? I don't know. Maybe I'm being a control freak.
Because I'm sitting here thinking, I think I let my nephew do that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So.
I mean, technically, this is a TV set, and Doug's the producer of our TV show.
It's just that, honestly, sometimes I come in here, and my equipment has been fucked with, and I don't think it's intentional, but all you have to do is brush up against one of these buttons, and I'm screwed. I mean, it takes me forever to get it back the way it was. I mean, it is a technical... That's
annoying. I mean,
it's a work-related
Well, he
thing.
didn't let Audrey fool around with the dials and the knobs.
I don't know. Who knows?
No, some people
At least she didn't in the pictures.
Little children are attracted to lights and things, and they touch things. Who needs it? Who needs the aggravation?
Oh, my.
I don't know. You're right. You're absolutely right. It's no big deal.
Your shrink's going to earn his money this week.
No. I'm not even going to bring it up.
I think you should.
I think you have to.
No. Hey, listen, you two, leave me alone. Already tell me what I should bring up to my shrink. You go to a shrink and tell me what you bring up.
Yeah, why don't you go to a shrink, Artie?
I'm in the middle of learning shit, my sessions. I want to get out of it so bad.
No, you still have to stay.
I know.
Just this alone says you need to be there.
Doug, couldn't I just been asked? I mean, is that crazy? I mean, honestly, I love you, and it's no big deal, but why couldn't somebody just say to me, hey, do you mind? I think it's Howard's chair. I'll ask if I can use it.
That's crazy.
Why?
It's a little kid. She's not touching anything.
No, I know, but why? But why not just say, hey, why, if it's no big deal, why even have her in the chair?
Because it was cute. I brought my daughter to work for the first time.
But why not put her in your chair where you work?
We did that.
Well, she did that too. She ran the controls for the TV show and all that stuff.
Good.
It was a fun day. It was a second.
It was fun for you. The kid doesn't know the kid doesn't know anything about me or my chair.
It was just a cute picture, Howard. Come on.
It's fun for you.
It's not going anywhere but my personal stuff. She didn't get any germs. She didn't touch anything.
It's fun for you. In other words, the kid doesn't care to be in my chair.
Honestly, this is crazy. This is a little obsessive.
All right.
It really is.
All right.
I mean, it's crazy.
Okay, I'm crazy.
It's no different than the cleaning lady touching your chair.
Yeah, but how about, hey, Howard? Well, you see what it is?
No, I get your point.
But then what happens is people don't know the line anymore. Like, okay, you use it. You're my guy.
I know the line.
Yeah, but
I didn't do
no, you understand. When you do it now, is it okay if the interns bring their little nieces and stuff and stick them in the chair?
That's different. I don't think an intern would do that. I feel a little more
maybe they would. Maybe they'll say, hey, we saw Doug do it.
I just wanted to take a picture of it on the set, in your chair.
So you do this, Doug.
Yeah, but maybe.
But I didn't hide it. It's not like I did.
Let me ask you, is this a thing that everyone should be allowed to do? Follow my logic for a second, okay? I mean, I'm wrong. I'm crazy, okay. All right. Why not put Audrey on the Sybian?
Dude,
seriously. I mean, that's fun.
Stupid.
She didn't know the difference. I mean,
South kids loved it.
Yeah. Is it
sounds retarded. I'm not.
Is it something that everyone, let's say,
this is crazy.
Let's say Jason.
Do you agree, Robin?
Let's say Jason.
Artie, do you agree this is crazy?
Okay, it's crazy. But let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it. Stay with my craziness. Stay with my craziness.
I say that everybody gave you the benefit of the doubt and said, oh, he wouldn't have this problem.
If Doug came to me and said, If Doug came to me and said, hey, I'm going to put Audrey in your chair and take pictures.
You would have been all right.
I would have been fine, Doug. Go ahead. It's just sort of a courtesy that I'm talking about.
I absolutely agree with you, but I really didn't think I was doing anything that would be that disrespectful.
But this is your work. I mean, he works inside.
He works here.
It's a little baby. She was there for she was in the chair for 2 seconds at the most.
So if Jason
took a picture.
If Jason comes in with his little nephew, let's say.
Yeah.
Is it okay for him to shove him in the chair?
I don't think that's a big deal at all.
No big deal. Okay, fine.
I really don't.
In other words, he doesn't have to ask permission either.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well,
no one's doing anything to dirty up or put germs or
you're all right with it. In other words, you're saying
buttons.
No, even though Howard's upset by it, we know that.
Stupid bit. You just
no. I'm being serious.
This is crazy.
All right, let's drop it. Forget it. Okay.
Everybody
feel free. Everybody feel free. Doug says. Doug says I shouldn't be upset. So I'm not upset. Doug says it's okay. So everybody feel free to just pose in my chair.
Boy, oh boy.
If Fred's daughter, would you be upset?
If he didn't ask me?
Yeah. Fred.
Yeah, I'd be a little bothered if Fred didn't say. Like, I think Fred would, though. Fred would say to me, hey, Howard, do you mind if I use this for a photo shoot?
The difference is, Doug, I probably wouldn't do it anyway.
Right, that's true.
Because you want to know something? Because this is what's going to happen.
Because he's not. No, that's not the reason. That's not the reason. I'll tell you why Fred wouldn't do it. I'll tell you why Fred wouldn't do it.
Because even though he says he wouldn't be bugged, he'd be bugged.
He'd
be bugged. You're fooling yourself if you're saying you wouldn't be bugged. Fred, you would be bugged.
Okay, fine.
So Fred would not do it because you would be bugged.
No,
because here's the deal.
Fred would not do it because
I don't want to bug him. I don't want to get him upset.
I know that.
He's a germphobe, and God forbid my kid is sick and he gets sick from that.
If he was a normal human being, you wouldn't have had an issue with it.
I'm not going to use that word, normal or not normal. Who knows what's normal here?
No, can I say something, Fred? You wouldn't do it also. You're not one of these freaks, and Doug is one of these, with the camera, every minute with the camera. This fucking guy, with the camera, yeah, put your goddamn camera down.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know if Doug is a freak, but I certainly don't.
You know what, it would never even be important to me.
I'm not as obsessive about photographs as Doug is.
Can I say something? It would never be important to me to put my kid in somebody's chair.
You know what, me too.
Yeah, I know that about you.
I don't quite understand that. I understand why some people...
He's a nut.
But you know what?
You're nuts. I don't put my kids in somebody's chair.
Wait a minute.
Did your father take you to his recording studio and record you and save it?
Yes.
It was because why?
He owned the recording studio.
That's the difference.
He wanted to take you to work, show you what he did.
It's not the same.
And give you a memory of it.
It's not the same.
It is the same.
No. That was my dad's recording studio. It was his property to do with it.
This is Doug's work environment.
No, this chair is not Doug's.
Oh,
no, it's not.
This is my chair.
I didn't walk in the studio.
I bought this fucking chair.
It's Doug's.
I had my camera on me, as I always do.
That chair should be fixed.
I have no problem with it, but just ask.
That chair's a mess.
Now,
Doug, here's my shirt. Why don't you blow your nose in it?
I will.
I wouldn't put my child in that chair. It looks diseased.
All right, so when your kid was in here, why didn't you change your child's diaper in my bathroom?
I did, actually.
Yeah, you did.
I left the diaper there for you.
No, but why wouldn't you use my private bathroom?
Toilet seat. What?
What if Audrey had to go to the bathroom? Why not use my private bathroom?
Stop it.
No, really, why not?
There's no comparison. I didn't come in here saying, let's go in there and take a picture in Howard's seat. We walked in, I had my camera on me, and I took...
Let me ask you what's over the line. Would it be inappropriate for your daughter to take a picture in my chair and maybe hold my megaphone? Would that be inappropriate?
Yeah, that's your...
Oh, that's my megaphone. Oh, I see. So the megaphone
I wouldn't want her germs. I wouldn't want your germs on my daughter.
No. Let me listen. Why can't she hold the megaphone then?
Because she doesn't hold megaphones. It's too...
But let's say she was strong enough to hold the megaphone.
Silly.
All right. Could she hold the megaphone?
This is crazy.
Have you had your daughters come in and sit at the console?
No.
You have to.
Never.
Oh, stop.
0 times.
Oh,
well, they've also been here twice in 14 years I've been here.
They've been here.
They've been here, and I know you must have taken them behind the console to show them where, and even sat them on your lap.
0 times.
Yes, you did.
0. No.
I know you did.
During the show.
During the show, but you
I'm
still
doing
did
the show.
It. Oh, my God.
It's my stuff.
Oh, my
This is nuts.
Let me ask you.
I do get your initial point, but I don't think it's a big deal.
No, I don't share anything.
You have not passed that.
You know the game Marbles? I owned all of them. I won them or figured out a way to get them all. You're asking me if I shared? I can't remember my sister being in the house. I wouldn't even share my parents with her. I don't share. Sharing's a concept I don't learn.
You missed that developmental milestone.
Right. Now, here's my point. It's really just a thing where you say to someone, hey, I'm going to put them in your chair. It's Howard's chair. So therefore, it's my possession. Howard's chair.
So do you think Doug should have called you?
No. I think he could have even said to Gary, do you think it'd be okay? Or, Doug doesn't even have to ask Gary. He could have just said to me, hey, my daughter's coming in today. I'm going to put her in your chair.
Let me ask you something. The set of Star Trek, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Captain Kirk's chair.
Right.
You don't think 1 million people wanted to have their picture taken in Captain Kirk's chair?
Sure. Why not let everyone do it?
And should everybody have asked?
Yes. They should ask the producer.
Shatner?
No, not Shatner.
Or who should they ask?
It's not Shatner's chair.
If you work there every day,
it's not
and you bring your kid to work, who do you ask? I want to put my kid on the set
for the Star
and
Trek?
Take their picture, yes.
They should have gone to the producer, Gene Roddenberry.
Yeah.
That's his set. And say, Mr. Roddenberry, is it okay if I put my daughter in?
And there was nobody who could sort of just say, nobody's on the set today. I'm bringing my kids to just see the set.
That's right.
And I'm going to take a picture in Captain Kirk's chair.
Wow.
Nobody had the right to do that.
Wow. I can't go on set and use it for my own purposes.
It wasn't even a thought in my head to come in here and take a picture. If I had the thought, I would have said
you had the thought.
No, I really didn't.
I know you. You
by the
love
way,
pictures.
That is your chair. I do love pictures. I've taken like 5,000 of them in a year.
I know.
There's nothing wrong. What's wrong with that?
It's too many. Go live your life. Stop with the camera every minute.
That is live my life. He looks documenting your life.
No, not his life is the daughter. His life is putting his daughter in different situations where you can take a picture of her.
That's retarded.
What's she, Heidi Klum? Go live your life.
I live my life. I take pictures.
Jesus.
You take lots. That is your chair, Howard, but you're sitting on a towel that is property of the television show.
All right, so take it away.
I put her on the television show.
Never sit on the towel.
Just kidding. I'm stretching.
No, it's no big deal. Let's never bring it up again, but...
Well, I'm glad you said this, because I wouldn't have known it was that...
Where is the cutoff, Robin? In other words...
I wouldn't have known that this was an issue.
Which people should be allowed to bring, willy-nilly, no permission, come into my studio and bring their children for posing for pictures?
I would have imagined that the guys who come in here and dress the set, this is their set. It's a television set.
No, this is, first of all, it's Sirius's property. This is a radio set.
No, this is, it's a joint venture.
Right. They help and design and build.
So you know what? Rob Jacobson is allowed to do that then. Okay? Doug doesn't own shit and didn't put up a dime. Listen, let me tell you something. And I don't mean to belabor this point. I really don't.
28 minutes later.
We just got a question.
I love Doug.
I don't know if Robin really did this. I don't know if this is true or not, but suppose her nephew did sit there.
Yeah.
Will you be mad at Robin?
Look. I think Robin should say to me, hey, Howard, do you mind if my nephew sits in the chair? I think she should. I think it's, and she would.
People have worked with me forever, and
I think I did that.
You did?
I think I did.
I'm a little shocked.
Your nephew taking pictures in the chair? I think I remember that.
I think I did.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying. So who's the cutoff?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was breaching protocol.
Who is the cutoff then? In other words, let's say...
I think once you get down to the first floor and just people walking by... No.
So, in other words, do you think Scott Greenstein, who's the head of programming, he should be allowed to come in here whenever he wants and take pictures with whoever he wants in my chair? Why not? Why
because
not?
he doesn't work in here. He doesn't know this environment.
He's the pro head. He hired me.
He should ask Gary or someone to escort him in.
But Doug doesn't have to.
Doug works here. Doug has a million reasons to be in the studio.
Okay. All right. So, in other words, Scott Greenstein can't, but Doug can.
It's just that Doug...
Now, what about the interns? The interns work in here. They're in here. What about your intern?
They're not allowed in here except for a couple.
Oh, no, they are.
Wait a minute, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. They're allowed in here.
Not all
interns,
of them.
feel free.
Not all of them are allowed in here.
All right.
And they are temporary workers.
Artie,
so
interns should be allowed?
No, definitely not.
Okay, so what about...
that is a lie.
What about J.D.? J.D. allowed to bring in his nephews and pose in the chair and take pictures? He's allowed.
J.D. in the chair.
No, come on.
J.D. looks a little sick.
What about that? Is J.D. allowed to sit in the chair and take pictures of himself?
No.
Why not? Why not? Why do you think it's wrong for him to do that? What is the reason for that?
I think he should ask, because this is not his work environment.
Oh, you mean it's Doug's work environment, but not JD's? JD's in here more than Doug.
Doug's set.
Robin, would you be upset if anyone sat in your chair?
No.
Bullshit.
That works here. Artie, would you? Fred, would you? Ben?
The only person I was ever upset with was Daniel Carver. I didn't want Daniel Carver in my chair or my room.
Oh,
why? That was it.
Why?
Why?
Big deal.
I was afraid.
Selfish.
So, Howard, how about this?
Do whatever you want, Doug.
People like to take pictures,
free
we'll
to
get
do
a
whatever.
replacement chair.
No.
You know, sort of like the fake Stanley Cup.
No,
Doug,
you feel free to do whatever you want. You never have to ask my permission.
That's not...
You have carte blanche on my life.
Howard, I have very good judgment. I didn't think this was anything but a bad that related to bad judgment call.
I never would have brought it up, but
you're obsessive.
I'm glad you brought it up because now I know I will never, ever, ever do that again.
No.
In fact, I don't even think we should look at you.
No, Doug, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, hey, out of respect, you say, hey, you mind if I use this for a photo shoot?
Point taken, but I really didn't think this was a big
Sure it is. It's a photo shoot.
It wasn't a photo shoot.
Sure it is.
Stop
it was a picture of his daughter.
In my chair.
I'm going to frame this picture.
What is so fucking special about my chair?
Can we see that picture?
It wasn't your... It was... This is a... It's, you know, it looks like a spaceship. It's an interesting picture.
No. That's not why you wanted it.
I'm going
to frame it and send it to you.
Because it's a power trip. This is what I can get away with.
Oh my God.
What made the chair special? Hold it, excuse me. What made the chair special?
Because it's the commander's chair.
It's Howard Stern's chair.
Not the Howard Stern's chair.
Yes.
That's the flagship.
So ask Howard Stern.
Just like Captain Kirk's chair.
See.
That's where all the controls
Captain
are.
Kirk is a fake character. I'm a real human being. It's fucking my Doug here takes...
Nobody wanted to sit in Gene Roddenberry's chair.
Do you have any Japanese blood in you? You're like a Japanese tourist.
I think I do. Hey, Howard, how about this?
Yeah.
If you were
do whatever you want, Doug.
No.
Don't ask my permission now. Cat's out of the bag, pal.
The cat was never hidden, pal.
Cat's out of the bag.
If you were in here...
Beth said she saw the cutest picture, or she said, oh, it's so cute. And I started going berserk, and Beth goes,
oh my
what?
God. Did she say, Howard, you're crazy? Go see
yeah, she said, how dare you? She goes, it's no big deal. I go, to me, it's a big deal. I got to tell you.
If I asked you... If someone asked you to put their...
So JD can't... Oh, stick with me, Doug. I want to talk directly to you, not to Robin.
Okay.
All right, because she's your lawyer.
This is crazy.
Let me ask something directly to you.
To Robin. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, this is the guy in the middle of 9/11. He stole cameras to take pictures of the World Trade Center.
I didn't steal cameras.
He stole a camera.
Stop it.
You didn't?
Stole a camera?
No. Didn't he break into a store?
I broke into a store to feed firemen.
There aren't other stores you could walk to and make...
No,
that's what I did. I bought food uptown and walked downtown with it.
He had to take pictures, though.
Why would you let the food spoil in those stores?
I fed like 300 firemen. Let's not get into this.
All right.
And there was a store that the firemen and cops broke the window, and we used that store.
Well, they're firemen and cops. You're needed.
Yeah, and they put us. They broke it for us. For the group
all right,
of people.
listen to me.
Stop it.
Here, stay with me on this. JD,
take more pictures, Doug.
JD cannot take a picture of
Well, that was me. You could ask him.
I'm asking Doug. What do you think? JD's niece comes in.
He should be able to.
He should be able to. Sure. He can walk in here, put his niece in the chair, and start taking pictures.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a familiarity thing, you know. It's like, who do you know? JD's a guy you know.
I'm not okay with any of this.
He's not okay with you sitting in the chair.
Listen, I know, but you must have hammered something home to me because I told the people to go nowhere fucking near that chair.
No, I mean, it's just like, you know, it's not, using Robin's analogy of the Star Trek set is not the case. This is not the Star Trek. This is something that I sit at, I'm Howard Stern. I'm not character. I'm a guy.
Right.
And I'm just saying, you know, out of respect to me, I think, you know, someone would say,
Let me ask Doug. Doug.
Yes.
Could I sit in, or even Scott DePace's chair? Those are the chairs where the work is done, where the controls are run. Can I sit in
yes, you can,
Can
Robin.
I sit my niece or nephew in Scott DePace's chair and take a picture?
Absolutely.
Wait, I have a question for Doug.
Yes. Oh, God.
No, seriously. A friend of yours comes and visits the studio and wants to sit in Howard's chair. Do you
friend?
let him?
No.
Yeah, a friend.
Oh, he would put it.
I've had that.
It's the difference.
So
you know how many people
basically,
I've had in the studio giving tours? I've never put someone in your chair.
Why do we let homeless people sleep in my chair during the night?
So my daughter's a homeless kid.
No, I'm saying, look, man, I'm saying, what is the difference between your daughter, you know, the Christ child, and your friend? I don't understand. Why not?
Because it's his daughter.
It's my daughter. She didn't touch anything. I put her in there for 2 seconds to get a cute picture. Period. End of story.
All right. Okay, so I'm wrong. What can I say? I apologize.
You know what? This is such
a
lucrative and amazing thing to do.
Yeah, right.
I think we ought to auction off the opportunity.
Yeah, right.
For charity.
Yes, we ought to make a lot of money.
Marianne from Brooklyn, you're on the air.
It's 99% of the time I agree with you, but I am totally surprised. It's Doug. And you know what, Howard? It's a
love Doug.
Kid, and it's a chair. It's a freaking chair.
All right. No one asked. By the way, I want to say something. Marianne's right. Don't ask my permission to sit in my chair. Anybody wants to sit it? Artie, come here.
By the way, this is the first time Marianne from Brooklyn has ever disagreed with me.
That's true.
Well, okay, I'm wrong. Marianne, you know what? You're the voice of sanity. You're right.
Is that the voice of sanity?
Anyone needs to sit here.
Nobody's ever sitting there again. I didn't know you had an issue with that.
If Doug would have asked you, you would have still had a hit.
No, never. Never. Doug, if Doug asked me for the world, he could have.
He would have said no.
I love Doug. Yes. Of course you would have said yes. And then you would have given me the same rap. And you would
you know what he would have done? He would have gone home and complained about it, never complained about it here.
I don't even understand wanting to put your kid in my chair. It's unthinkable.
All right, I'll give you another analogy.
Why would I waste a minute of my life doing that?
Another analogy. You see the space shuttle. Do you want to sit in the captain's seat? Of course you do.
I don't.
Did anyone else here
I would ask NASA's permission if I did.
Certainly, because you can't get to it.
I saw that on the Three Stooges. They ended up accidentally hitting something going off into space.
Yeah.
Howard, I don't know if this is...
Who's in the rocket ship? The Three Stooges.
People, they're morons.
I don't know if it's ever happened, but I wonder if there's anyone else who's ever put their kid in your chair.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know what? You want to know something?
You might have broken ground.
Nobody seems to need to ask me. How would I know? I'd be the last to know. Why would somebody ask me about my chair?
It's one thing, Howard, if you caught me, but I wasn't like I masqueraded.
Caught you?
You weren't trying to sneak it in.
Right, I wasn't trying to sneak it.
All right. What do I know?
This is crazy.
And,
would you put Bianca in your chair?
But I wish you had told us beforehand that you were that sensitive about somebody sitting at the console and not touching anything. I can understand touching something, but not touching anything.
Let me tell you something. All the years I know you, I've never had a desire to go sit in your chair or pose my kids in it.
Over here.
Right. That's right.
That's a control panel. It looks cool.
Howard, when you and Beth have a kid, will you put the kid in the chair?
We're not having a kid.
That was funny. That was funny.
Okay.
If one of your kids were here and sat in the chair, would you get mad?
No, it's my chair. It's my kid.
Oh, all right.
It's different. My kids are my kids.
Right. He actually lets them touch the controls.
In other words, I'm asking myself permission.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Yes.
Yes, sure.
But to be very respectful of your things and just sit in your chair for a second.
Well, Doug, where's your car parked? I want to have my kids sit in it.
It's not the same as your car.
Come on.
Why not?
And as long as your kids don't drive the car, I think it would be fine.
Not a problem. Anyone, anywhere, anyhow associated could do anything they want to any of my things.
Let me tell you something.
Except shit on my bed.
I don't want my kids' sitting in the chair. Ask my permission.
One generation removed, they can't sit in
Like my kid said, you know what we did today? We went over to the studio and took pictures in your chair.
It's got to be direct.
Ask me. Ask me. My chair.
All right, we've got it. I
know boundaries.
What if you were in here and Audrey came in with me during the show and I said, can you take a picture with her and put her on your lap? Would you have freaked out?
I would never do that.
I would never ask you. I'm just curious. I would never ask you. I don't want to hold. You know what?
Let me ask you something.
I wouldn't ask you.
People who want you to hold their kids.
Well, the president thing is crazy.
Yeah. Handing your child to a total stranger.
That's your child. Enjoy your child.
I think that's bizarre.
I don't need to enjoy your child.
Let me ask you something. Can they sit on the couch, or should they not be in here at all?
They should ask Gary.
Did you get any pictures on the couch?
No, I wouldn't put her on the couch.
Why?
Because
you know what happens on that couch?
It's disgusting and dirty, and there's naked porn stars who sit on there. I wouldn't put her on there.
Oh, I see. You respect the couch more than you respect me.
No, I respect you because you're a clean person.
I see.
See? You're looking at it the wrong way.
But he wouldn't be if he tolerated this behavior.
Let me ask you other things, okay? Could they take something off that shelf, like the Gary puppet or the Jackie puppet, and hold it and take a picture?
No.
You don't want anything touched?
No, I don't.
Well, how about sitting attachments?
Just making sure.
Why not put your kid in Mel Karmazin's chair and let her sit behind that power
desk? Because I don't work in Mel Karmazin's office.
You work in this building. Go into Mel's office and
but do you think please, Doug, put your child on my desk?
There's nothing about Mel's chair that makes a difference than any other desk.
That's right.
I took my daughter for the first time to where I work in the studio.
Yeah. And so she ends up
when she came up to my office the first time, I took a picture. She took a picture of my office.
Hey, Howard, do you mind if I do this? I don't know. It's disrespectful. It's respectful.
It's not disrespectful what I did. It's just not. Go to the phones. Just randomly take the calls.
You know what? It doesn't matter. He has a problem
fine with it. Yeah, but I'm fine. It's no big deal. Actually, go ahead.
You're not well
go ahead. You do whatever you want. I don't care. Doesn't seem to matter anymore what I think.
Stop that. Oh, my God.
Yeah, actually.
Hey, man, dude, this makes funny radio, man, but you are a crazy motherfucker.
Am I, Oxley? Let me ask you something. Oxley, should you be able to bring your kid in here and take pictures?
Hey, tell Gary to let me have a tour of the studio, and I'll do more of that than that to your chair.
That's what I mean.
I'll drop a big fucking load on there.
Great.
Yeah, we're not letting Oxley in.
Well, I guess that'll be next. Thank you. God. Some guy did that already, I guess.
Ugh.
I mean, I don't know. Everything's loosey-goosey around here.
I don't think that...
I've been here 14 years.
Bring in a tour.
Name one other incident that I've disrespected you in the least bit. Zero.
You don't ever disrespect me. You're a very hard worker and a very talented guy. And I do love you, and this is not a major deal. It's just something I thought I'd bring it up. I thought I'd bring it up. It's a little disrespectful.
No, it's not. Tim,
a little bit.
A little.
Tim will tell you.
No, he'll tell you you're crazy.
No.
Tim will never do that.
No, I'm going to tell you something. The other day, Gary and I and Tracy and Laura went through the list of people who have access to the studio and to the compound. And we went through and took off everybody that we felt that has no business being back here.
Right.
And I hope that everybody at Sirius that works here listens to this because they come in here, they think it's a big joke.
Yes, they do.
Stay the fuck out.
Right. Yeah,
Can we have that list of people?
Well, now you better put Doug on that list.
No, wait a second. You made a good point because, I said to Beth after this, she said to me the other day, she goes, have you seen Ross lately? I said, no, I rarely run. I see Ross in the hall, but I don't make a point of standing and talking to him because I said, so many people like to be in our area every day when we're here at work. I said, it makes me crazy. I want it clear to work. I want just a strict working environment. So if I make a big party here, it becomes...
Oh, if you stood and talked to Ross for a second in the hall, it would be a party?
No. I purposely send out the vibe.
It's a park.
I send out the vibe that this is a place of work. This is not
a clubhouse.
It's not a clubhouse. It's work.
Have you seen, like, a clubhouse?
Yes, when we first started here, it became a zoo out there. And I couldn't walk back and forth to my office.
How did they get in?
What?
How did they get in?
I can tell you.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people when we first started, press people, technical people, security people, and that were on this huge list. And Tim and I and Tracy and Laura, we cut that list down, and we were getting complaint calls. We could even put a time on what time you're allowed in the studio, and we gave people a time, and like after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you can't go in the studio.
Right, I understand.
No, it became an impossible feat for me to get from one place to another without 50 conversations.
Was Audrey Goodstein on the list?
And all of a sudden, everybody has all this important business to do here. I'm like, get the hell out of here.
Right.
But that's not what we're talking about, Tim. Do you think it's crazy that Doug put his daughter in the chair?
Yes.
Oh, stop. You're just saying that.
No, but let me tell you something.
Here's saying that.
No. Here's what when Howard tells me that first of all, somebody hit my microphone, it doesn't sound right, or someone hit the board. Yes. I know what the frustration is like that when you're on the air trying to put her near the button. It's like, okay, let me go in your car and put your seat all the way forward and all the way up.
Right.
Go kiss his ass right now.
So when somebody agrees with me, they're kissing my ass.
Stop it. I wouldn't put it near your mic or to touch your button.
When I was on the air,
put a little tiny in your seat for 2 seconds.
It would drive me crazy when the jockey
before you... When we go to commercial, you're going to tell me it's all good and this is just a stupid bit anyway.
Well, I will say that because this is embarrassing to me.
It should be. Tell your shrink. See what your shrink says.
Did you tell him about the family photo?
No.
Yeah. John, you're on the air in Stevensville.
It's a little crazy, Howard. Let the baby sit in the chair. You need to relax a little bit, man. I think it would help if you went home and screwed that supermodel with no rubber.
Yeah, Beth wanted me to screw her last night with no rubber.
Really?
I said, no way.
What do you mean?
Is that for real?
She got the baby fever from Audrey.
She saw that Audrey in my chair.
I saw that picture. She put a baby in that chair.
You stay away.
Started a trend, dude.
With that Audrey. Audrey's very cute, by the way. I met Audrey, yes. Double A, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how's it going? What's going on?
Oh, shit.
Let me comment on the baby thing also. But back to the chair thing. And I'm not trying to throw Doug under a bus, but I totally hear what you're saying. It's just a respect thing, you know what I'm saying?
Of course you would. You suck ass.
Yeah, anyone who agrees is a sucker.
No, but these are the people. These are the top, the cream of the crop people who kiss ass.
No, listen.
No.
He would tell me.
No, I got to deal with it.
But I'm just saying, it's just a respectful thing. Like, I've been in the studio 100 times. I always ask permission, to,
of course.
A picture or something like that.
Yeah.
I would never do anything like that.
And I appreciate that. That's all.
Well, we always escort you out of here as quickly as we can.
You want Double A out of here as fast as possible.
I wouldn't take Double A's word. He's a name dropper of the first order.
What's that?
You're a name dropper of the first order. That is your reputation.
What do you mean? I'm
apparently with certain events and things. I'm only going on what hearsay, Double A. I have nothing to go on other than what people have told me.
No, I don't name. I'd say
apparently you take things that you shouldn't take, like at the premiere. You took gift bags you shouldn't have taken.
He was proven innocent.
I'm not so sure that was a total.
He was proven innocent.
I don't know, Doug. Was he proven innocent?
No.
I didn't think so.
Video surfaced with him with like 3 bags.
Right. I think we have.
So there you go. I stand by my word.
No. He felt very disrespected at that thing because he felt like I did something.
Although, Double A, you do disrespect me a little bit.
Dude.
Because you have a business card with my picture on.
Right.
Don't you?
This is what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
Do you have a business card?
The Double A take an inch.
Do you?
It's a picture of me and you, and it's my cell phone number. So whenever I meet some girl,
Double A. Do you identify yourself when you go to new clubs or bars and say, I'm Double A from the Howard Stern Show, like 99%?
Well, listen, 99% of the time, people do recognize me, and I'll never deny who I am from what show I'm from. This is the greatest show on earth.
Why
would I not say where, you know what I mean? I'm part of the family. I figure, like, what am I doing wrong? I'm not saying I'm Double A. I work for Howard Stern. Come here.
Double A, that's like saying that I'm part of the White House administration because I voted for the president.
Yeah, I've been to the White House. I'm a part of that whole thing.
I'm saying that.
I got to get out of this retarded conversation.
Hold on.
You started.
That was a great conversation.
Whatever you do not ruin that gorgeous, beautiful body. Just a perfect example, Jessica Alba was on Letterman last night.
Right.
She's knocked up. She looks horrendous, bro.
I know. I have to agree with you. I saw a little promo piece, and Jessica Alba.
She's pregnant.
She doesn't look good.
Keep
that's okay.
Our girl the way she is. Please do not get her knocked up.
Thank you. All right. Bobo, you're on the air.
Yeah, how you doing there, Howard? How many times I've been up to the round table, and then one time Jason gave us a tour. It was a whole group of us. It was a big round table. And he made an announcement. He goes, listen, nobody's going near Howard's console. Does everybody understand that? You could just look around. And so one guy went to do something. He yelled at me.
I would have done the exact same thing.
You want to know something? You give me an idea, Bobo.
Right.
You know, when I was a little boy, my parents took me to Washington, D.C., to visit, the various monuments and museums. And when there was something important, they had these poles with velvet ropes.
Right.
I want a pole and velvet rope around my area, and this will indicate to people that this is...
Put it around your chair.
No, around my whole area.
Well, you can't get to it if you rope off the chair. It's the chair they want to sit in.
I mean, I have the door locked. I don't understand. I can't...
Hey, Howard, what about if your father came up there? What would you do? Would you let him sit in your chair?
First of all, my father would never come up here.
Yeah.
He's been up here.
He's been up, but he doesn't care about me that much that he would sit in my chair. And
see, you have a my chair thing. It's just the console is a cool picture.
Yeah,
you see how Doug... Hold it. You see how Doug got upset? He didn't want his daughter sitting on a couch where there was a lot of people.
Right.
But that shows...
I don't want to sit on a chair where a lot of people are sitting on it.
All right.
So why is Doug...
Nobody's bringing a lot of people to sit in your chair.
If it's Doug, then
She's
it's Tim,
the cleanest little
Fred,
baby. You let your dog jump on your bed?
It's not just about you. No, we don't.
Okay.
No dogs allowed on the bed, period. End of sentence.
On your couches?
No.
You let it
furniture.
in the house.
In the house, but no furniture. Yeah, that's the truth.
He's on everything.
My dog's never once been up on my fucking couch.
Okay.
That's a well-behaved dog.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
I said, yeah, I'm agreeing.
Yeah, I'm right.
I know it is. I know your dog.
Could he jump up?
No.
That's why.
No,
that's why they got that dog. He can't even get up there.
No. She could jump up. She could jump up. She jumps up on park benches when we sit.
Do you ever let your dog lick your face?
Why can she sit on the park bench?
Because I paid for it.
Does the dog ever lick your face?
Never. I don't allow it.
You don't kiss the dog?
But Beth does. I've seen her.
Beth does.
Oh, it's gross.
No, but the point is that you work behind that console. There's things that can
be quiet, Tim. I don't want to hear another word from you.
It's just a respect thing. That's all. It's respect. That's all.
No, I don't want to have to hear that his microphone's off or this doesn't work.
That's a different thing. Doug did not have Audrey working.
I'll tell you what it is. I'm going to explain the psychological thing. As Bobo said, when he was on tour, Jason said no one sits in Howard's chair.
And Howard, I've had people in here, and I've never...
But this is Doug's thing. Like, I am special.
He can break the rules.
I can do anything I want. Anything else.
Name one other incident, if this is an incident.
Well, this is your way of giving me the...
Name one.
I can tell you unequivocally that he was not giving you the shiv by putting his daughter in your chair. I'm sure that was the least of his thoughts.
No, he didn't think... I have to agree with Robin on that. That's not why he did it.
To think that he was
just being goofy.
He didn't know the level to which you would object to that. He does not disrespect you.
Sometimes Doug is not clear thinking.
He was disrespectful.
To let you start thinking that Doug disrespects you.
I think it was very innocent, but the point is that nobody should be behind there.
Doug, you broke my heart.
Can I come over and give you a hug?
It was you, Doug.
Can I give you a hug?
I knew it.
Don't go in a rowboat.
All right, thank you, Doug. No, you don't have to hug me.
You're going fishing with the kids.
No.
Now, let me ask you this question.
Yes, Bobo.
At K-Rock, did they have more free reign in the studio?
Oh, my God.
Yes.
That was a...
Yes, I had no
Grand
control.
Central Station.
Yeah, it was
the Port Authority.
It was a melee.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Everybody used it.
My chair was like a toilet.
Can I tell you one observation that was interesting? Robin might kill me for this. I got thrown out of the room for I don't know why. Tell me. Something happened.
I'll tell you exactly why you got thrown out of the room.
There was a big secret reveal.
I'll tell you exactly.
Even tell me what it was.
You know what it is? You're thick. And I'm going to tell you why you got thrown out of the room, okay? It was a ladies' shower. Why the fuck do you show up at this thing?
I showed up to...
Again, because you're your baby.
No.
Everything, the baby's a ticket to do whatever you want, right? Because you have a fucking baby. You're the only one in the world who's got a baby.
At the end of the party, and it turned out when I showed up, I was told to come at 2.
You showed up an hour into the party. You're lying.
It wasn't an hour.
It was.
Howard, I was told to come at the end of the party, and I showed up. Marlo said come at 2:30, and that was...
Marlo decided you should be at the party.
Right. Well, Robin said
and you didn't show up at 2:30. You're lying.
Are you retarded?
No, I'm not retarded. I didn't have time.
He must have been outside the door, because as soon as she called, he was there.
Yeah, he was there.
Dude, it's 6 blocks away. Stop.
It's a ladies' shower. You're the one asshole.
I was told the party's over to come by now.
The party was over at 3 o'clock.
So I could pick up Marlo and leave.
And these girls were discussing girl shit, and all of a sudden... When they start talking, they see you staring at them with those bug eyes, and they go, uh-oh, I can't talk.
She didn't see.
Am I right or am I wrong, Robin?
Beth didn't hold back.
You don't know why they threw you out of the room.
No, Robin
you can't figure it out.
She had one bit. They were talking.
Because she's giving girl talk.
Yeah,
and they wanted. Well, who gives a shit?
I don't know. It seemed like it was a big deal.
Look, I don't ask you what goes on in scores, do I? I don't invade scores.
Girls take off their clothes and dance and we drink.
I don't care. I don't go in.
So you want your wife showing up with the baby at scores?
What?
These girls were having a girl, so they didn't want a man.
I didn't go to the sit.
You don't know why they threw you out.
You don't know why. You're from the other team. Get out of here.
No, you said, I don't know why they threw me out. I'll tell you why.
I didn't expect to sit down and be welcome there. I thought it was over.
Welcome.
I thought it was over. Robin's most cordial. She's a very cordial host.
Did you get the camera out? You take any pictures?
I took 2 pictures.
Good. All right, good. With the pictures. One time, I'm sitting on the beach in Florida, Bubba's wedding. This fucker's bringing out a camera.
He's shooting part Japanese.
I go, let me see video. I go, where'd you go up? Tokyo?
Howard, you motherfucker. The difference there is I took 2 pictures at this party. In Bubba's wedding, I was shooting. Single-handedly shooting a show.
No, on the beach you were shooting.
Yeah, and did you watch the special? Did you see those photos in the show?
Like paparazzis hiding out in the bushes.
I remember at my party, he was totally annoying. Remember on the boat? He jumped on the boat with his camera.
Did that stuff make a show? Don't forget what we do and the things are discussed, and there needs to be a visual component, which is my job, so I do a good job. Thank you, Robin.
I told you.
Thank you, Howard.
I love you. I wouldn't want anyone else as an executive producer.
Thank you.
I only brought this up for the sake of the show.
And
in other words, for a great bit.
Now a daily
otherwise,
show on Howard TV.
Otherwise, I would have kept it quiet. Honestly, I would have.
But now we all know what the line is.
Yeah. Everyone clear?
Stay out.
Stay off my chair. Or just ask my permission. Just say, hey, Howard, you mind if I take
Did we ask, can Robin sit in your chair?
No, I don't want to sit in his chair. I would ask permission.
That's right.
Okay. I now know that.
It's a rule for everyone.
I thought it was just a chair.
By the way, I have a question for Doug. You're not planning to have any more kids, are you?
Yes, and I will put them in your
Better lock the chair up.
Yeah. Put the velvet ropes.
Lock the chair up. Because you know there's going to be more pictures.
Yeah, when's the next photo shoot in the chair?
Well, what is he going to do now? The other kids won't have a picture in the chair.
Howard, I have to get my other
Photoshop it in.
Howard, it's what I'm telling you. I swear.
Here's what you ought to do. Fred's right. Take a picture of my chair. That I don't mind.
And we'll Photoshop
your kids.
No one will be the wiser.
All right, Artie, are we done?
Hi, it's Audrey Goodstein. I'm in your chair. I'm
Hi, Audrey.
using your megaphone. It's Audrey. I just shit in your chair.
No, this is a whole fucking hour. Get out of here. Okay. No, thank you.
I just took a steaming shit in your
and
chair.
Audrey's very cute. Very cute. I met Audrey yesterday.
Thank you.
My father's a fucking lunatic.
Now, give this chair to Audrey. Take it home, and I'll get a new one.
I don't want that.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you. Get out of here.
Benji's chair smells like shit.
Yeah, notice he didn't put his kid in Benji's chair. My chair's clean, evidently. Ay. All right, that's 1 hour down. Next hour, we'll discuss what's wrong with John Hine.
I guess we'll get to Gary Garver.
To Gary Garver.
At some point.
That lunatic. Oh, Casey wants to get a plug for something.
Oh.
Casey? Yeah.
I heard Casey's okay. He had a good day.
What do you mean?
Somebody told me that Casey actually showed up to pick somebody up from the airport. You know, Casey can't get anywhere. Yeah. He can never be on time. He looked good. He was clean. He had a nice shirt on, and he picked him up from the airport.
So it's 364 days left.
Hey.
Hey, I'm a handsome fuck. Hey, Howard, I want you to know that I never, ever took a picture in your chair.
Thank you. I wish you worked here still.
But one time I did drop a school full of hash browns and eels off in your shitter.
What? What do you promote?
Hey, dude, tonight, you got Real Heroes 14, brother.
All right,
Capu versus Liach.
Rio Heroes is his thing.
Okay.
He hosts a live bare-knuckle fighting. If you've ever seen bare-knuckle fighting, I don't even think you can do it in this country. They do it on the Internet.
Yeah. In
some foreign place. Rio. Tonight at 7 at RioHeroes.com, Casey.
You doing okay, Casey? You going to stay out of jail?
Well,
hey, Robin,
he writes me a note, right?
Right.
He goes, hey, I want to promote my Rio Heroes. So I said to Gary, listen, Casey was just on. Fuck that. So all of a sudden, he had a note from Casey. Jesus Christ, things are horrible. I got no money. I'm practically homeless. What is that with your teeth? You haven't been able to go to a dentist and the whole side of your mouth is...
Yeah, I've been chewing on one side of my mouth for the past year. And then just 6 months ago, the other side, a molar cracked. So now it's like, I can't close my mouth fully. Ooh. So I got to go to the dentist. But I'm going to get benefits now. Yeah, now he's working for Rio Heroes.
Thank goodness.
So I said, all right, get the fuck on the phone.
I love you.
So you're going to be okay now?
Yeah, what else is wrong with you?
Oh, I got a hernia, too.
Yeah.
What? Where did you get a hernia?
This guy, you should read this letter. It's like one saga after another.
He's falling apart.
I got no teeth.
I can't close my mouth.
I have a double hernia.
Double?
And where's that fucking letter? Jesus Christ.
In case you called me, I call you. That phone doesn't always work, does it?
It doesn't?
No.
Oh, dude, I was just looking to check in with you, buddy.
No, I know. I tried calling you back, but that phone sometimes it says out of order.
And what's the deal on the double hernia?
Oh, yeah. So all of a sudden, I got a how old am I, man? I got a fucking hernia. And it's like, I used to have an innie belly button.
Now it's an outie?
Yeah, because what it is, it's a tear in the muscle lining in your abdomen.
Right.
And your intestines stick through it.
Yeah.
He has Scott's thing.
He probably goes to the gym and
Howard, you have
lifts too much.
Howard, you have an outie, too.
I have an AUDI.
Oh, an AA.
Yeah.
We both have outies.
So now when you're working for...
I was going to say, you touch Casey's belly button, you can feel his intestines.
So now when you... So your teeth are almost completely out. You've got a double hernia.
Mm-hmm.
What else is going on?
And yesterday I sharted while I was typing an email to Gary. I really did it. I'm not making a joke. I shit in my pants.
You crapped your own pants?
Yeah, because I was so nervous about everything.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so anyway, so I said...
Case, what happened?
You better get on here and give a plug.
Rio Heroes 14, live bare-knuckle fighting tonight at 7 at RioHeroes.com. We'll check it out, Case.
Hey, you guys are my fucking family, man. I love you, man.
All right.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Gone.
You know what it was? I said to Gary, tell him to call in.
Yeah. I tell you, he's all the way out there in California. Things going ridiculous for him.
He always wanted to go to...
What are we supposed to do?
He always wanted to go to L.A. He was like, I like it out there. And I'm like, well,
Yeah, he likes it for the weather because he's going to be homeless. If
you're going to be homeless, you should be out in California. All right, listen, here's what we're going to do. We're going to regroup. I'm going to take a little break.
We're not going to use your chair.
Good, thank you. That's all I want.
Realize.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Can use it, just ask.
No, I don't even want to ask.
Well, don't then.
You have a problem
then
with
don't use
using your chair.
No, I don't mind if Doug uses it. Say, hey, Howard, I'm going to use your chair today for a photo shoot.
Never.
You know why he didn't ask me? Because he would have felt like a jerk asking. It sounds silly. I'm going to put my daughter in your chair and take photos.
Right.
He's embarrassed to ask me.
Howard,
most people,
I'm not even going to try to explain
it. If most people had to walk up to me and say, Howard, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to sit my kid in your chair and take pictures of her. They would never ask.
They feel it's ridiculous.
It's a studio. It's stupid. Behind a control panel. It looks cool.
Why don't we just shit on my chair?
That's what we want to do.
All right, we have so much stuff to get through. Try to let go of this, will you?
I know you all understand.
You want to boil your chair?
You might have to lock it up from now on.
No, nobody's going to bother it anymore.
No, good. Doug looks like he's pretty weak.
Can you promise me? You won't bother him.
I promise.
But
You think he's out of control?
I told you he's like a Japanese tourist.
Excessive compulsive.
How about this? Yeah. Let me ask you this. Say Rob Burnett at Letterman, right, has a kid. And he takes the kid to work and lets the kid sit in Letterman's chair.
Rob wouldn't do it.
He wouldn't do it.
No.
I got to hear from Rob on that.
And do you think he'd be wrong for doing that?
No, not wrong. Because he's so busy, Rob. Rob is a creative guy. Rob creates television shows.
He's so busy. He ever if he has kids, he brings them to work.
No, it wouldn't occur to him to sit him in Dave's chair. He'd be like, that's gay.
You're full of crap. That's what people with kids do.
Rob Burnett is not gay.
Is he a father?
I don't know. He's too busy to be a father. All right. If he's a father, he's a lousy one. Any real man's a lousy father. All right, look. Doug's terrific. He's busy with us kids and taking pictures.
Is it okay that he had the kid crawling around in his studio?
I don't even know what he's doing. All right. It's like a woman. To me.
Well, I mean,
you don't see Audrey doing that. Artie's thinking about the spread. All right, I got to take a break.
I love Fred's answer the best. I wouldn't do it because this is what happened.
Because it's the truth. No, I don't know what show Doug works on.
You know what a woman does? A woman goes, oh, my baby's so cute. I want to see my baby in different chairs, different outfits.
Doug must have Alzheimer's.
He's like a woman.
It is fruity.
He goes, oh, I'll take my baby to work and put him in Howard's chair. And it'll be so cute. I mean, he'll be like a fucking broad.
That's something a chick,
I hope
you're right.
He didn't get the wheel of sex behind her.
I have to say, that's something a chick would do.
Oh, that he doesn't want to do.
That's something a chick would do.
Yeah, it's a chick thing.
Guys aren't interested in that.
Guys don't do that.
I love my daughter. That would be the last thing I would do.
I'm so happy to have a free moment. I wouldn't be putting my kid in a chair taking a picture. Right. I'd be happy to put the camera down.
I don't like making moral judgments about different parts of the studio. If it's in Howard's chair, put her on the fucking stripper couch, too.
Right. That's right.
That's why I brought it up.
I got to take a break. I see people on the phone. Hyper Kirk wants to update us on his case.
I saw Hyper Kirk. He came to one of my gigs the other night, and I think he was with the chick he called. I think.
Stop it. They have a restraining order.
I don't know. It was very weird. He was
so
with some other girl.
I was watching on YouTube or one of them, High Pitch getting a blowjob from that porno film he did.
Oh.
I lasted 3 seconds. Somebody sent it to me. High Pitch.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Yeah, give me a quick update on your case, and then I got to take a break.
I said, I called you. So I was with my lawyer, and the trooper called my lawyer and told us to go back home because the girl dropped the charges. I mean, look, she should never press charges in the first place if she was really a friend.
All right, can I tell you something, Eric? You haven't learned your lesson yet.
Well, why
you should thank God that you're not going to jail.
Yeah, you should thank her.
Stop with, hey, now you're going to be critical of her again? Are you going to get yourself... You just shut your fucking mouth. Use your fucking brains for once.
I do use my brains.
No, you don't.
Maybe that's the problem.
She called me the day after and wanted to be friends with me again. I said, no, I can't do that.
Is there anyone else's brain you could use?
Eric, stay away from the girl. You're right. That's using your brain. Don't be friends. Don't be anything.
But don't ever call her again.
Yeah, and leave her alone and just stay out of trouble.
I don't stay out of trouble. Good. I'm going to listen to you because you're God. You know that?
Yeah, actually, maybe he's right. He's not calling her. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that.
Well, thank you. And I'm staying out of trouble. I'm still working. I have a lot of stuff going on besides work, too.
Like what?
Well, you know that Johnny Father Social Club.tv?
Yeah.
So I DJ on that website. And me and Eric Demetriou are friends. And, you know, we spoke the other night. And he's very happy with Kendra.
All right, okay, I got to go. All right, thanks, Eric.
Johnny Father Social Club.tv.
I bet he has pinworms.
I love you, Howard.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
How could he have avoided
Feel free to sit in my chair.
Hey, Artie.
How could he not have pinworms? Yeah.
All right.
Listen, that girl I brought to the show the other night.
Yeah, what's with her?
That's not the chick I threatened. That's a friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
That's a new chick he's going to threaten.
Yeah, he hasn't threatened her yet.
That chick I know for 3 years.
All right, thank you, Eric. Was she attractive?
She was pretty.
Yeah, okay. And she ain't doing him.
That's just a friend.
All right, I really do have to take a break. It's been an hour and 5 minutes.
Wow.
Of nothing.
Yeah, can you believe you spent all that time on a chair?
No, I didn't want to. I was telling you something, and I thought we were going to move on. I will move on. That conversation was longer than this merger. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
Hey, you know, I knew your girlfriend was looking so hot.
Well, you kept telling him how good she looked. Why didn't he just settle down with her?
She was looking so good because she lost a lot of weight at that point.
Yeah.
Is she still thin like that? What is she, like doing aerobics or something?
Yeah, she works out.
Missing that, huh? Running your hands over her smooth thighs, her flatness of her belly, her long hair. She have long hair?
Yeah.
What color?
Elderly.
What color, Gary? You really loved her, didn't you? Did you love her? Tell me the truth. Did you love your girlfriend?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Did you know it at the time?
You didn't know it at first, right? Is that what happened?
Right.
See, that's what happens to a lot of guys. You didn't, and then you broke up because you figured, hey, I can get a lot of other girls. I'm a young guy still. When you broke up, you were miserable. You got back together with her. And then she broke up. She dumped you. Oh, that's great. I bet that new boyfriend of hers is just pumping the weight off of her. Pumping it out in sacks.
Who's making love to your old lady?
Who's making love to Gary's old lady? Hey, somebody sent us a tape of the Zookeeper's new commercial. We figured out where your old caps went. You're on that Zookeeper in Philadelphia.
Good.
What teeth on that dude, huh?
I'm telling you.
Your teeth are 10 times better.
My teeth look very good now. I was watching them in the video. They really do.
You look dynamite, man.
They have a life of their own, though.
Yes.
Better than Morris Day's teeth.
Your teeth got a mind of their own.
But the Zookeeper looks like Bucky Beaver.
Yeah. Isn't he funny looking?
Oh, boy.
And we were watching their new TV commercial, and I can't believe they let it on the air with that guy, Mark the Shark. He's like I know he's a glasses wearer.
Yeah.
And I guess he took his glasses off. And he can't control the movement of his eyes. His eyes are uncontrollably moving around.
I think he's a contact wearer now.
Is that his twitch? That's his twitch. You can see it on camera.
Yeah.
What a twitchy little bastard.
The famous twitch.
That's his twitch, isn't it, Gary?
Yeah.
He can't even hold still for the TV commercial.
And he's really trying hard, you can tell.
Oh, that's his twitch. I thought it was just because he wasn't wearing his glasses.
Well, it could be both. Could be a bad combination of the two.
It's a funny commercial from that sense. You get to see the guy twitching all over. But I don't think they were going for that. They were trying to be kind of cool.
But boy,
hipsters.
Yeah, he looks like he's about to spaz out. You're afraid he's going to go into one of those Billy Bog seizures or something.
I have to watch that again. I got a tape of it.
Yeah, we'll analyze it.
Yeah. And they had that Zookeeper on some TV show. He was in a TV show and he didn't get to even speak any lines.
That's one of those goofy things that show's doing to try to raise ratings and get different disc jockeys, so he's not even the only one.
Yeah, oh, good.
Oh, but they were crowing about his acting experience.
Yeah, they asked me to do that, but I said no.
Well, of course, it's just a way to get them, so he's on it for 2 seconds, talking about it for a month, and people watch it in that city.
Yeah, and they get big ratings for one night, which is kind of bogus, because the following week they don't get any ratings.
Well,
they're using them.
Yeah, they're hoping to rub off on the audience, make it a habit. Anyway, yeah, that nonsense with your girlfriend's pretty heavy. So what have you been moping around? I didn't even notice you were moping around, because Mitch said you were moping around a lot.
No, I haven't been moping around.
And I heard that she actually has, like, a rich boyfriend or something now.
I don't know if he's rich. How could you have heard it? I don't even know it.
That's what I heard, that she has a rich boyfriend. You're holding out on me.
I'm not holding out on you. I'm not. I don't know.
You don't know who your old girlfriend's boyfriend is now?
I have no idea. How would I know that?
Someone told me. I heard, I don't know who it was. Someone in the promotions was talking about it. Was some kind of doctor or something?
I don't know if it's a doctor. I really don't.
You know, Gary, you must talk too much if all these people are telling stories.
How come everyone else
I think the problem is I talk to one person too much.
Who's that?
My little friend in the office.
Oh, no, Mitch didn't say it. Mitch didn't say anything to me.
No?
He heard me on the air. He says, yeah, Gary's been real upset about it. That's all he said. So everyone's running around talking about it.
Oh, everyone is?
Yeah, everyone.
Like a topic, huh?
Yeah. Well, I didn't know about it. You never tell me anything.
We're the last to know everything about you.
Why wouldn't I tell you?
I would have helped you.
Why wouldn't I tell you? Why do you think I wouldn't tell you?
Because you don't want it on the air.
Okay. Just so you know.
Now you're going to have it on the air every day because you didn't tell me.
But had I told you right away, certainly I wouldn't have had it on the air every day.
Have you seen her new boyfriend?
No.
Oh, man, I bet she's good. Hey, let's call her. Come on. Let's find out about it. Give me her number.
She doesn't want to talk to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she just doesn't want to. I think
she does.
I spoke to her yesterday.
Oh, you called her?
Yeah, she didn't want you to, she didn't want you to call her at work.
I'll call her at home then.
Well, she's not at home. She's at work.
Guess she's got a date tonight anyway. With her new boyfriend.
Yeah, she didn't want you waking her up, Howard.
Yeah. Maybe he'll answer the phone. I bet you she marries him, too. And they're going to have like a beautiful family together, and she's going to live this really luxurious lifestyle.
Yeah, a few years from now, she'll be inviting you to the mansion.
She's probably over at a friend's house all the time going, oh, I'm so you know, at the time I was upset, but I am so happy I dumped that moron.
The best thing that ever happened to me?
Yeah, oh, man, you're going to eat your heart out the rest of your life.
Not the rest of my life. I think I can survive.
Okay. All you need is
You
one
think it's over for good?
If he found another good girl, it would, it would happen.
But do you think really you can't get her back at all?
Have you tried, man? How can he compete?
I don't know. I don't know who this person is. I mean,
I heard he's a rich guy. He's a lawyer.
I have no idea, and I swear I'll tell you the truth.
Well, maybe I heard wrong. Maybe someone said maybe he's like a doctor or a lawyer. Okay.
But what do you do in a case like this, Doctor?
Gary gives up. That's what he should do. There's no way he can compete with a guy who's got a happening career.
But he loves her.
What if he doesn't have a happening career? I mean, we don't know that he has a happening career.
Sounds to me like he does.
But could he love her the way you do?
Listen, he takes her to the Hamptons. She's sipping white wine. What does Gary do? She'll be posing with him at Myrtle Motors with a K-Rock van. I mean, you tell me which is better.
There's something to be said for that. Come on, surely.
I could take you to that big concert at the Garden. We got $50 seats. Oh, really? Where are those? In the back.
I asked her. She said no.
What, you invited her to the concert?
Oh, man, you're really in bad
and she said no?
Standing.
She doesn't even want to go to that concert with you? She doesn't want to lose her new boyfriend.
Right.
Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, tell me about this. I could probably help you.
No.
What do you mean? You called her up, you asked her out on a date, and she said no?
Well, I actually didn't have a ticket to the concert, so I was just
curious around.
Yeah. And she said no anyway, but I didn't have a ticket anyway.
And she just said no. She's not in love with you anymore, man.
Right.
Oh, man.
So what'd you do?
What would I do?
Did you cry?
No, I didn't cry.
All right.
You haven't cried at all?
No, I haven't cried at all, Robin.
Oh,
it's
dear.
upsetting.
I'm very upset, yes.
You're such a loser, man. You are such a loser. This is typical you. You had something good, and you lost it. You're a loser.
Stop it, Howard.
It's your fault. It's your own fault, man. You tossed her away like your old caps. You know what, man? Those new teeth are bad luck.
Yeah, you should give them away.
Those are unlucky teeth, man. Ever since you got those new teeth, you've had a bad stroke of luck.
I know.
Get them yanked out. Get a camera crew. I need a new videotape. How about loser, smelly bastard dial-a-date? And we'll put Gary on it.
Sure, why not? We'll get him hooked up just like we did Fred.
No wonder you've been moping around asking for dial-a-date. You've been trying to hint to me that something's going on. I didn't even read the signals. I can't believe you're so sensitive about it, Gary. Gary's in here yelling at me. Big deal, your girlfriend broke up with you. Why are you making such a federal case?
No, it's not a big deal about that or anything.
Because I'm laughing at you?
No, because you've been hounding me all morning.
I really haven't.
You have been. Every time I walk in, you hound me about it, and you've been making fun of my haircut, my caps. I haven't had anything good to eat in a couple of weeks. I haven't had a drink. I haven't had a cigarette in 2.5 months. I'm a little on edge.
You came in here, I almost had to fire him. He's yelling at me. Just because I'm making fun of him and his girlfriend. I found out who his girlfriend's dating.
Oh, yeah?
You did?
Soupy Sales. Just kidding.
No, but it's
Andy, our old intern.
She's a little on edge. Boss, I apologize if I snapped at you. I'm just a little on edge.
Just do whatever you have to do, Gary.
The thing is,
you're giving your boss the bird. It's the weekend, huh?
Never would flip you the bird, boss.
Take it out on him. He didn't dump you.
Yeah, I didn't call you skunk breath. At least I stuck with you, man. Not like your girlfriend who throws you over.
Fickle woman.
Yep. I don't blame her, man. If I could have a doctor as opposed to you.
Oh.
And he really blew up at me. He was like, hey, man, can't you get off my case about this already? It's not funny. But he's in here doing Jennifer Levin panty jokes.
Well, that's funny.
Oh, man.
I said, that's not funny. What's funny is you and your girlfriend.
That was a funny joke. You laughed very hard yesterday. Both of you laughed hard yesterday.
I can't believe you make a joke about Jennifer.
No, Gary, did you hear the Jennifer Levin joke? I go, okay, so what is it? It wasn't even a good one, though.
Yeah, we were humoring you.
It was like, he goes, well, what was the last thing Jennifer Levin said? These panties are killing me is the answer. So I said, that's not even funny. I said, but what is funny is your girlfriend dumping you. And he goes, hey, would you get off my case? You've been hassling me.
No, since you've been hassling me about everything. I don't
like what?
Like my
and I hate your attitude, man. Yesterday when I was in a fight with Sharon in my office.
Right.
You're fighting with Sharon?
You stuck up for Sharon, man.
I did not.
You don't even stick up for me in fights afterwards.
I didn't stick up for Sharon. I didn't stick up for anyone. I just wanted to make sure that you were clear on both sides. That's all.
Nah,
I never stuck up for anyone.
I don't like how you do that. And then you give this little smirk like I'm paranoid or something.
What are you fighting with Sharon?
He's not on my team. Gary, I wasn't really fighting about anything, but when I fight, he should always just take my side, I feel.
Gary likes to be a diplomat.
Yeah, and it's really annoying. It's getting real annoying because on everything you disagree with me.
Well, not like I hate you. I just think that, that...
You think I'm paranoid.
Everybody should be given a fair chance at everything, that's all.
Yeah, but you don't know the whole story.
Okay, then I'll just butt out.
Yeah, next time butt out.
Yeah, that's
you asked me.
Idea.
When I ask you, just stick up for me.
In other words, when I ask you, just say what you want to hear.
Right.
Okay, I know that from now on.
I'm not looking for you to be a no man. I'm looking for you a yes man. Just because your old girlfriend, man, is probably squeezing some guy right now into some kind of love ecstasy.
Probably does things for him she never did for you.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, I'll do that. I didn't do that with my Guido boyfriend, but I'm going to do it with you, honey. Just to get even. Just go slow.
Now I'm going to be wild.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to live now. Now they got a real man. Hey, I'm kidding with you, man.
I know. It's only a joke, Gary.
Do you like me anymore? No, I mean, aside from this stuff, do you like me anymore? I haven't been sure.
I don't know that I ever liked you. Like when I hired you, I didn't even like you.
That's true.
I just had a feeling that maybe you'd be okay temporarily. I didn't know you'd be like an albatross around my neck. Do I like you? No, I don't like you.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, that's all.
I don't like you.
Stop it.
You don't stick up for me.
You like him.
I do, but he always burns me, man.
I don't work hard for you? Above and beyond the Call of Duty?
I think you can work harder.
You had to ask.
Yeah, Saturdays and Sundays I have off. I work hard for you.
I don't want you over my house.
No, I want to come over.
No, don't. No, I'm going to get rid of you.
I want to be there.
Don't come over.
I want to come. More than likely.
Don't. I'll do it myself. I don't need you.
Have those rice cakes ready. I'll be there.
But I'll tell you one thing you can do for me when you come over.
What's that?
Trim my lawn. As long as you're there, I'm going to have you do my lawn. I was thinking about Gary should have to do my lawn also.
Yeah?
I don't mind doing that.
Really?
I kind of miss cutting the lawn out at my parents' house. It's kind of therapeutic.
Oh, good. By the time you get done with my lawn, you'll be an old man. That'll be good. There's one guy sitting there mowing it, Gary.
Yeah. With a hand mower, not the...
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like my lawn cut the old-fashioned way. No, I'm going to get you the BT-17 lawn trimmer. I'm getting my dad that for Father's Day.
He does his own lawn still?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, he's too cheap to pay a gardener.
You haven't given your father a landscaper?
Screw that. I'm serious. I'm going to make you cut my lawn on Sunday.
Okay.
Look at those choppers. Gary could graze on my lawn. Oh, and when did she dump you? Look at those choppers.
This is even after he got his teeth fixed.
Gary went out and got new choppers, and his girlfriend dumped them anyway. You miss her? Yeah.
And just think of all the wonderful things she used to say about you, Gary.
What were those?
She says, whenever we would attack you, she'd defend you.
I bet her howls are keeping the neighborhood awake. And that new guy.
Now she's throwing that support some other way.
Yeah. Guess she's sticking up for some other man. She was so loyal to him, man.
Yeah.
She was a good little sweetie.
I don't know why you didn't keep her.
And she looked fine. I saw her in a bathing suit by my pool. She looked really nice.
She was in your pool?
Yeah, you brought her, remember? She looked really nice in the bathing suit. I went to that doctor, fell in love.
I bet you Gary just thought, she'll be around forever.
Oh, yeah, he thought she was going to hang around like some little puppy.
Yeah, I'll be able to get her anytime I want.
Yeah, I'll just fall back. Remember he used to like have sex with other women behind her back?
Oh, yeah.
You got what you deserve, pal.
I hope the word karma exists in a big way.
Because you got yours.
Yeah, karma's working.
I'm glad I'm getting mine early in life.
Good.
Pay as you go kind of policy.
You know what's wild, though?
No, boss, tell me.
When a woman meets a guy, the first few weeks with a new partner are wild, and you know that.
I'm sure they are.
I wonder if there's footprints on every wall of her apartment. like string hanging from every... No, I'm sure. As a matter of fact, I'm sure, knowing her, that she has not slept with him.
Of course not.
She's a good girl. It's hard to find those good girls.
I'm sure she enjoys hearing all of this, too.
Yeah.
As well as her mom and dad.
All right, we'll be back right after this. Gary and I had a little fight on Friday.
You had a fight?
Gary wouldn't embrace me.
What are you talking about?
Hey, Gary wouldn't embrace me. I said to him, I'm not going away mad. You can embrace me. He goes, no, you made me really angry. I'm not embracing you.
You said you weren't going away angry.
Yeah, I said, listen, let's not fight anymore. Give me an embrace. He was like, no. So I said, okay, screw it. That's it. I said, you're out. You're on the outs with me.
What were you fighting about?
Then I mentioned that he lost his girlfriend. It was a really stupid move. And then I tried to make him feel better. I said, I'll tell you, she wasn't good enough for you. You know what Gary told me about Jill Rappaport?
What?
That she didn't date that guy from...
That was just a made-up date? They really didn't have a relationship?
They had one date. She had never seen him before, and then when she saw him, she only wanted to be his friend.
Oh, so she's okay.
Yeah, maybe I would do it to her. Gary, you're on the outs with me, pal.
So I hear.
Yeah. You're a dick.
Why?
You're a dick. Because you're acting like a baby about your girlfriend.
No, I was fine. You followed me around and taunted me the whole day.
It was funny.
When we were off the... It's not funny off the air.
It is funny off the air.
Well, actually, I got to tell you, I listened to the tapes of it, and as annoying as you were and as heartless as you were, it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But then there was no reason to, follow me around and taunt me off the air.
What did I say to you off the air?
Oh, what did you say to me off the air? Jackie, Fred, guys,
what?
For once...
I asked you, what did I say to you off the air?
You just kept all the same stuff you said to me on the air about what a jerk I was and how I deserved it, what an idiot I am, and then you kept walking by. Tell me that you didn't walk by me at one point and go...
Come on, big deal. Stop being a baby. You know what I can't stand? I can't stand that you're a baby over a woman.
Well, then don't stand it.
You're like, you remind me of like Phil Collins or something.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you would be so macho.
No, not macho, but I mean, it's just annoying when a guy mopes over a woman. It's just.
You should do it at home, is what you're saying?
Especially a woman that he spit on.
Spit on her?
You did. You treated her like mud.
I didn't physically spit on her.
Cheated on her behind her back.
That's not true. You don't know that. Talk about stuff you don't know about.
I think I do. I think I know something about it.
I think we're rekindling the fight here.
Well, that's what I'm working into. You can tell. I'm not done with this.
No, I mean, I'm taking it a lot lighter today, but you really were pretty cruel to me, I thought.
I didn't think so at all. I thought it was fun.
Are you mad at me because I wouldn't hug you when you left?
Yeah, that's right. You embrace me when I tell you to. You just do whatever I tell you to do.
Or he'll dump you like one of your girlfriends.
Yeah, or else you'll be my Nancy.
But you never moped over a girl?
Sure, but...
I mean, we're still calling your old girlfriends now.
Yeah, really. But you want to know something? That was when I was nobody. He's now, how old are you, 25?
27. Boy.
You're 27 years old, and he can pretty much get girls off this show. Like, girls are a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
If I was in his position, I wouldn't be moping over anyone. I'd just pick up the phone and date.
But you see, Gary has discovered the emptiness of those kinds of relationships.
Yeah, Bull. The second he got saddled with her again, he'd want to go cheat on her again. You don't even know yourself. That's what makes me sick about you.
Well, luckily I have you, because you know me.
Yeah, I do know you. If she came back to you tomorrow, you know why he feels bad?
Why?
Because now she's set for life. She hooked up with a doctor.
That's the only reason he's upset, because she got somebody better? Is that it?
Do you know a guy came up to me at my appearance on Saturday, and you know what he said to me?
What?
He goes, I feel a lot better. He goes, because if you can't get any sex off that show, I don't feel bad anymore.
Yeah. Well, you can.
Yeah, he has, believe me.
Yeah.
Well, I have done in the past, sure, when we were at NBC and stuff.
And you're willing to do it again, I'm sure. Listen, let me tell you something. And don't tell me you didn't cheat on your girlfriend. You did. What happened in Los Angeles?
Oh, I wasn't going out with her then. I knew her like a week.
That's cheating.
And plus, I never said anything happened between me and that girl.
Okay.
You just insinuated it for
I know it did. You told me you did.
No?
Oh, please, Gary.
All I'm saying is that the guy loses his girlfriend to a doctor, and you're never getting her back, by the way. Because you forget it. There's no way you can compete with a doctor. She's set now. She'll probably marry him. And you blew it because she was ready to marry you. She was ready to stay with you if you just gave her the word. You screwed up. But I'm saying you didn't screw up that bad. You're going to get another one. You're going to get a better girlfriend.
Yeah, then you're in the office going, it's not so bad. She was nothing. She was garbage. You'll do better.
That's what I said. I was trying to make you feel better.
Oh, and you made me feel so.
And then he got mad at me more because I said that.
Yeah, because he's in love with the girl, now you call him garbage.
I don't really think she is garbage. I just trying to make him feel better.
You knew you were upsetting me, and it just...
I couldn't believe that I was really upsetting you, to be honest.
It just fueled you to drive me crazier and crazier. The crazier you got me, the happier you became, the more you did it.
Yeah. And I couldn't believe it. I thought you were just kidding, because I can't believe anyone would be upset like that. I can't believe it. Be strong. Be a man.
You've never gotten upset.
Be a man. Gary, I used to get upset about girls when I was nobody. Now you got a little bit of fame. You could be able to parlay that into getting a woman. You're making 50 G's a year. You should be able to get a woman.
I'm not making 50 G's a year.
I was crying over women when I was in high school. I had nothing going for me. I had this face. I didn't have a radio show. You'd be crying over any woman who'd sleep with you, too, if you had this face and you couldn't get women. If I got a woman, it was a real prize. I had to work for it. And then they dumped me.
Oh, here we go.
Now, then you got something to be depressed about. If I was in your situation now, I wouldn't be depressed.
And they didn't even have other guys when they dumped.
No, they just dumped me. They didn't have anybody to go to. Anything I felt, okay? So, okay, I've had my share of hurt. I've been burned by women a lot, but I've built a wall up around myself.
Yeah, you got married.
Exactly.
Whoa.
So there you go. I'm impenetrable now.
So
but you're like a baby. You're like some kind of baby with that. What do you go home and listen to Hall & Oates records and think about her? She's gone.
Oh, we should play that for Gary today.
And she's a woman. Oh, come on. You think you've lost Princess Caroline or something?
Oh,
God's sakes, the way you're carrying on. It's embarrassing. Grow up. God, you're 27, man. It's not like you were married or something. God, you're like a baby.
Gotta laugh.
You gotta laugh. You're ridiculous. And you're acting retarded with me. Stop it. It's not funny anymore. And it's like, what is he, for real? And that's what you have to do is tell me stop it. I can't stop myself.
Well, that's the problem. It wasn't necessarily the subject matter. It's just that I'm supposed to be somebody who works for you. You're supposed to like me. And you were treating me...
I do like you. That's why I treated you that way.
Oh, yeah, you love me. I don't get. Explain that, if I may ask.
Because it was no big deal. You're acting like an idiot.
How does that... But wait a second. If you treated me like garbage on Friday, how does that let me know that you like me?
Who treated you... You see, but I don't think I treated you like garbage.
Well, what do you think you did then?
I think I treated you like a guy should treat another guy.
Oh, come on. You're out of your mind.
And Jackie's giving us an explanation. Oh, he's at a young age.
Jackie's explaining there.
Yeah, Jackie's saying he's at a young age and you ever been hurt by a woman. I said, young age? The guy's 27 years old.
It's about time he got some hurt.
Yeah. I was married 4 years already by the time I was 27 years old. What is he talking about, a young guy? Everyone thinks of you as like some kind of retard. Grow up. Grow up. Women, let me tell you something. I'm not accepting it.
Why would you think people think of me as a retard, boss? Why would that be?
What? Because they think of you as like a 9-year-old.
Who paints that picture?
What, as a retard?
Yes.
Did you hear the Chernobyl cut this morning? Play Gary. I'll tell you who thinks he was a retard. Play the Chernobyl cut. I'll tell you why we think he was a retard.
I'm losing. How do you feel about opening Shoreham after the nuclear meltdown in Chernobyl in Russia? What? In Sheboyno. Huh? In Chernobyl in Russia. Excuse me? In Sheboyno. Huh? How do you feel about the opening of the Shoreham nuclear power plant in Long Island after what's going on in Russia in Sheboyno?
Sheboyno. Yeah, I mean, come on. Get a mope over something important. Like Tom not paying for my wife to go to London. All right? What are you doing, picking your nose? What's wrong?
Oh! No, I'm covering it.
Oh, what are you laughing about?
Someone passed a wind in here very badly.
Oh, Jackie, come on, huh?
You know, this is really ridiculous.
I don't know who it was. I'm just saying.
Fred doesn't pass wind in the room. I know I didn't do it. I haven't passed wind in the last hour, so it's got to be Jackie.
In the last hour?
Maybe all morning.
Terrible.
I mean, that's not nice. People are working in there, supposedly.
Jackie, why don't you admit this one, please?
All right.
You disgusting pig.
Because you know it's either me or him, and everyone always thinks it's me.
I didn't do any of those other ones all those other times.
All right.
Oh,
I can't believe you didn't even smell it, because I walked in and it blew me away.
Over here, I don't get it.
I opened the door and I thought something was burning.
No.
Someone was burning rubber.
It's the ventilation system.
You got a head start, Gary.
Gary, what's bigger, the K-Rock band's front bumper or your top choppers? Huh? Look at those teeth, huh? Did you get any girls this weekend?
No.
No dates? You didn't meet anyone backstage at the Atlantic 40th birthday?
No.
Bet you Jimmy was at the Atlantic 40th birthday. Oh, you were in Italy. How was it?
Good.
Yeah, good.
Bono.
Glad you had a rest.
Bono. Just one word.
It was Bono. You recommend Italy? Boy, I'd never go to Italy.
Oh, it's a great country.
Great country, but I'd never go there. Not with all the terrorism and hijackings.
Terrorism there anymore.
On top of it.
Who's on top of the army?
They're everywhere.
Which army is in power now?
The army.
They change the personnel in the army every week.
Really?
Oh, yeah. What smelled worse, Italy or Jackie's fart? You should see, that country is overrun with all kinds of... All these European countries.
Oh,
the worst.
Dear. They're old. They're wearing out.
I would never go to any country... I'm sorry, I'm going to England.
There was a smell there. I was looking around for Jackie. I knew he was in the...
Yeah. No, all the water is in those canals. It's trapped in the canals. The kid doesn't know where to go.
That's really smelly. Yeah. Canals in Venice, because people throw their garbage out the windows into the water.
Oh. Well, that's a beautiful thought.
But it's still a beautiful city.
It is
really
a beautiful city, but I don't want to be there. Let the Italians live there.
Better to see it in a movie in that.
Right. I don't want to be going over there. Got all kind of problems. What do they get there? The Red Brigade?
Red Brigade, yeah.
Red Brigade.
They haven't killed anyone in years.
Yeah.
They're getting old.
They're tired. So anyway, so it was good over there, huh?
It was good.
What'd you do? You eat a lot of Italian food? That's the great thing about it.
Food is the best.
Get a lot of pasta?
A lot of pasta. Pasta alla vongola. With clams.
Mm. A lavungula right on his head. But it's good to have you back, Jim.
Thanks. Thanks, Aaron.
We missed you.
Yeah, we really did. I got to say, I really missed him. And I guess it's time to go.
I'll tell you one thing. I don't want to hear Gary complaining about his job ever again.
Why?
Because I just noticed how you were doing it.
How am I doing it?
You just moved down the hall talking to every single girl who's here.
Oh, we heard you were hitting on Connie today.
Oh. No way.
No way.
These people are all my friends. I was talking to some of my friends this morning for 15 minutes.
15 minutes. I saw him move right down the aisle down to Marianne after he finished with Connie.
Yeah, and rather than talking to women all morning, why don't you sitting by the radio monitoring when I call for you?
I had to put in my timesheets. I had to put in your timesheets, as a matter of fact. So I was standing there writing them out next to Connie. I do a lot of work here. Don't be following me around with a clock. I swear.
All right. A lot of work.
Guys.
Yeah, you're really busting your ass. I ask you to do things, you never do them.
Are you just trying to drive me out of here? Is that the idea? Do you want me to quit?
You're a bit of an albatross.
You don't know how to tell me?
You're not even close to quitting. If I want you to quit, I could get you to quit. You got the life here, my friend.
Seriously, I was thinking about that yesterday. I was walking, and I was thinking...
You want me to quit? Where are you going to quit? I could make you so miserable you still wouldn't quit because you can get... Where else are you going to go?
No, I really thought that maybe you wanted me to leave but didn't have the heart to fire me, and maybe you were just trying
to... Are you nuts? Why? Because I made fun of your girlfriend and you?
No, I just wasn't sure, because I just wasn't sure.
You overreact. You're like a woman. You're like a woman. I swear, you're like a little woman. You broke up with your girlfriend? Oh, boy. Oh, man. Oh, it feels so bad for you. You're never going to get any again. A girlfriend. You would have thought she was Mary from Jesus and Mary. The way he's treating her.
The Jesus and Mary chain, yes.
Oh, God. 5 minutes into meeting another great girl, and you're going to be like, Nancy who? God. I don't believe you. Carrying on like a baby. So I tease you about that? You think I'm trying to drive you out of here?
Well, it wasn't just that. You've just been hassling me about a lot of different things.
What do I hassle you about? What? Name one thing I hassle you about.
My haircut. My work habits.
Gary.
Your work habits?
Yeah.
When do I ever hassle you about your work habits? In all serious, your haircut. Can you
Lots of people get fired for their haircuts, Howard.
He walks up to me after his haircut and he says, listen to this. I know you're going to make fun of my haircut. I go, what hair? And I look at his haircut, and then so then he's like asking for it.
Oh, yeah, I was asking for it. I said, please make fun of my haircut.
Well, why even bother? I wouldn't even notice until you said something. God. And then he's, I'm really hassling him about his haircut.
Yeah. Oh, he must not like me because he really ragged on me about my haircut.
I don't like you. I'm really trying to drive you out of here because I made fun of your haircut.
That's a lot.
You guys have a way of making me feel really stupid and then making me feel even stupider when I tell you why.
Gary, come on.
I'm not going anywhere. I just want you to know I'm here.
You're not going
I'm here forever, boss. I'm here for the duration.
As long as I'll have you here.
As long as you want me.
Tease you about your caps, your breath, your haircut. Just sit still and be quiet. Tease you about your lifestyle, your clothes, your family, your whole heritage. I tease you about. Where are you going to go? You have nowhere to go. You have nowhere to go.
You're good for this show.
Yeah. Like he's going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Are you trying to drive me out of here?
Oh, boy.
If I drive you out of here, I'll pick you up in a car and drive you out of here. Drive you out of here. If I want to drive you out of here, I'll just drive you out of here. Tease you about your girlfriend. I didn't even know you were so sensitive about that girlfriend. The last I knew, he broke up with her. I didn't even know he went back with her. That's a lame thing to do, too. You just went back with her because you couldn't find anyone else.
Did I ask you? Did I ask?
I'm telling you. I'm your boss. If I don't tell you, who's going to tell you? You work on this show. You listen to what I have to say. I didn't even know. You never even told me you went back with her. You told me you'd broken up with her.
And I had.
So then what are you crying about? That she found another boyfriend?
Oh, just leave me alone.
What do you care if she found another boyfriend? She found another boyfriend. He's crying. What do you expect her to stay a virgin for you?
What, you think you were the best guy she was ever going to find?
She found the doctor. Finding a prize. She found the golden prize, pal. Relax, man. It's just one guy. It's not like she's being tag-teamed by the entire staff of a medical center for decades. Then she's being upset. She found one guy.
So stop thinking about it. You're torturing yourself.
Yeah, and you're torturing us.
I'm fine. Really.
And you're walking around moping.
I'm not moping. I'm having a good time today. I'm fine.
And when I tell you to embrace me, you embrace me. Don't be a jerk.
Okay.
Act like a man.
By embracing you?
Yes. That's what men do. Acted like a jerk on Friday. I was embarrassed by your behavior. God.
And you thought about it all weekend.
Just think a doctor probably can buy condoms wholesale. Okay? Think about that.
Just think of what she's thinking about. I mean, she's with that doctor. Ooh, this is a man who could take care of me.
Yeah. It's a man who has security. What kind of cars does he drive? Do you know? Yeah, like you don't know.
I don't.
I bet he drives a Ferrari.
I don't even know that the guy's a doctor.
He is a doctor. I know.
How do you know?
Because I know.
If I don't know, how would you know?
I called her.
Yeah, I'm sure. She picked right up.
It is a doctor, and you know it's a doctor.
I don't know it's a doctor.
You do, too. I hate when you lie to me, too.
I'm not lying to you. I swear, boss. I'm not lying to you.
She's sitting there saying, oh, his car actually has windows.
Yeah. Ooh, look at this. I'm really moving up. He doesn't have to park his car at his parents' house.
Now, look,
hey, come on. Come on. Come on, I'm just teasing you.
Try keeping a car in the city on that salary. Come on.
Take it easy.
So where?
I mean, it's no wonder she's in love with him. But he's acting like he's like so torn up over this. He's 27 years old. God.
Oh, forgive me.
Grow up. Like a you're like a 16-year-old. It's like working with a 16-year-old. If I see you moping today, man, that's the end of it. Jimmy, take it easy, will you? Jimmy's knocking things over. Just don't mope. And if I tease you about your girlfriend, try to handle it. Try to handle it. Really, I mean, handle it.
I'm handling it, boss. I really am.
You got a bad life, right? Where were you Saturday night? Backstage at the 40th anniversary? Most people would have given their left you-know-what for that.
That's true.
Yeah. It's because of me, not because of you, big dummy. Figure it out.
You'd be upset if Howard leaves you.
Yeah. That's when I want to see you moping. When I dump you for a doctor.
Oh, boy.
All right? When I dump you, that's when you're going to be crying. You remember that.
Okay.
That's when your life will be irreparably damaged.
Oh, yeah. That's when you're going to be walking the street. Then you're really not going to be able to get girls. Stop blaming a doctor. You're not in competition with a doctor. It's not like the guy went to 16 years of school just to boff your old lady. He went there to be a medical man. Gary's convinced the guy went to medical school just to get his girlfriend.
Her,
I know what I'll do. I'll go to medical school. Well, first of all, you don't even know that she's having sex with him. B, you don't even know that she's in love with him.
And C, I don't even know that he's a doctor.
Yeah, so stop already acting like an idiot.
Okay, boy.
I mean, Friday, you should have seen... If I could describe to you in the office when he's turned to me and he's just said, hey, man, come on, leave me alone.
Oh.
I'm just really fed up, man. Don't do that. What do you hate me? It's like, hey, man, lighten up.
Wow.
You would think something bad happened.
Yeah.
A girlfriend.
You wouldn't think that you were the man who took him out of Uniondale.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Where'd she get you?
You'll be crying the day I leave you, honey. I'm your girlfriend. You remember that. You know who your girlfriend is? Howard Stern.
That's right. You were leaving her and going back to Mama.
You're damn right. You're going to be living in Uniondale again. You remember one thing. Howard Stern is your girl. When you look at me, I want you looking at me with loving eyes. The way you looked at that girlfriend. Because if I dump you for a doctor, you're going to be plenty sorry. I like you, but don't get on my nerves. He says to me, don't get on my nerves. That was his line Friday. Yeah, don't get on my nerves. Don't get on your nerves. Let me tell you something. If I want to take your nerves and scrape them with a scraper, I could do that. How dare you? For a girl. You should say, Howard, thank you for making fun of my girlfriend. It's making me feel better. It's that you would take the time to even care to ask me about my girlfriend.
Thank you, Bulls.
Exactly. I try to have a better attitude.
My attitude's changing already.
Good. And maybe me talking about all your girl problems will get you a new girlfriend.
Maybe, boss.
Yeah, think about it.
That's good.
Big dummy. You're a dumbox. You are dumb. I used to think you were bright, up until today.
Oh, just today is when you change your mind.
Gee, I wonder, his girlfriend's saying to herself, should I stay with this doctor with his gentle medical hands, or should I go back to an Italian laborer's mitts? I mean, I wonder if it's a real tough decision over there. You lost her, man.
What kind of a dilemma is
If I was you, I'd have a good sense of you're right. You lost her.
I don't do
You lost her.
Yes,
and you know what's killing you the most, pal? Is that she was good enough for a doctor. You're saying to yourself, damn, now she's going to be the doctor's wife.
You're looking at her with new eyes.
Oh, yeah, and she's going to be rich. Now he's like, holy cow, I could have had a doctor's wife. See, that's what's killing her.
I was getting doctor material.
Yeah, he didn't want her.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want the doctor having her. I don't want to hear your crap anymore. That's exactly what's going on in your mind.
Okay, boss.
All right?
You're right.
All right. And say thank you, boss.
Thank you, boss.
For explaining life to me.
And making me feel better about it.
Now go embrace him.
Stay away from me, you smelly bastard. Don't embrace anybody. I never want to embrace you again. That's the last opportunity you'll ever get to touch me. All right, now, let's play some music. Let's have a real good time.
Something happy.
Yeah. Let's have a good time.
Well, let's play She's Gone for Gary.
She's gone.
I don't think we have that record.
How about you're going to lose that girl?
How about Dr.
My Eyes?
Remember one thing, Gary. MD doesn't stand for Mrs. Dell'Abate anymore. Medical doctor. Hello. Jimmy, do we have Hall & Oates? We have She's Gone? For Gary, we're going to play I can just picture him in the apartment all weekend.
Yeah, we should do a whole medley for Gary. Dr. My Eyes, She's Gone.
So, Gary, like when you're alone in the apartment and you hear, like, She's Gone from Hall & Oates, do you, like, start falling apart? Like when you hear music, do you start feeling about...
Yeah, I flip around the dial. Some music annoys me, but I just go, I work out now. Vent my frustrations in the gym.
What was her favorite? What was your song, Gary?
What was your song? You must have had a song with Nancy.
No, we didn't.
Really?
She liked a lot of Genesis.
I know what I like in your wardrobe is their song. All right, let's
Number 3, Howard. Number 3.
A lot of Genesis. That's because he looks like a doctor. Phil Collins.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a rock and roller. There you go, Gary.
And you know this is my favorite band, too.
Yep.
Come on, let's listen. See what happens. Everyone quiet down.
And look at Gary.
And look at Gary. Try not to laugh, Jody. Come on, you gotta be serious.
Yeah.
Instead of she, think about Nancy and all the good times you shared together. Think about when the time in my garage, she was wearing that miniskirt and how great she looked. And we were by the pool and her body looked really nice. Okay, let's go. Yeah.
Like Howard.
Look, she's gone, man. She's gone to a doctor.
She's gone.
Nancy, you're gone. You're with a doctor. Nancy's gone. She's gone off to a doctor. And you'll never see her again. She doesn't want to go to the Atlantic 40th anniversary. Wants nothing to do with it. No more the good sport Nancy. Close her eyes, pretend that she's with a blowtorch at night. You'll never cuddle her again. You'll never hold her, or embrace her, or anything. I think he's starting to cry.
I know. Look at him.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow, everyone.
We gotta go mop up Gary.
Yeah. Here today, evil Dave Letterman. Hey, Dave.
Good morning. How you doing?
David Letterman, you've had a show on TV now. You lost the Tonight Show to Jay Leno. But I have gotten more mail. People love when David Letterman is on our show, even more than when he's on the David Letterman show.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing, Howard, before we get started. You better call security because there's a black woman who just broke into the studio. She's behind that glass booth over there.
That's Robin.
Is she housebroken, by the way?
Oh, you are so much more edgy here.
Yeah, why don't you say that to Biff?
Yeah, well, how come it's like you're so different on the TV show?
I don't know. There's certain things you've got to be careful with the censors, and I'm happy being a father right now. And by the way, I want to tell you something, and I've mentioned this so many times on the show, but I love the smell of my son's duty diapers.
Really?
I like to stick my head in the hamper and inhale until I pass out.
I think he's great here.
Yeah. Well, I know that you're in a ratings battle with Jay Leno, and that's got to be a lot of pressure for you, but you continue to succeed, and good for you. In fact, Jay's ratings are an all-time low.
Oh, God. And by the way, is it just me, or did all those male gymnasts at the Olympics look like a bunch of fags? What do you think?
I don't think it was just you.
It's not just you, Dave.
No.
All right, I wasn't sure about that.
Speaking of Olympics, Amanda Beard's going to be here.
Do we have to point to all the other gold medal winners that have been here?
Yeah, go ahead. Name a few.
I don't have any off the top of my head.
Dave, do you know any?
I know, Howard. I just had an accident. I don't know.
What kind of accident?
Huh? I don't know.
No, I do. I smell it. Well, Dave, thank you for being here this morning.
It's my pleasure. And by the way, before we get started, I want to mention now, just to get this clarified, I am against Bush. I hate Bush. And I think all women, should shave their privates so they look like, 6-year-old girls. Yum. Guys, what is with that guy? He's a former drunken cheerleader, for God's sakes.
Right. All right. Look at Dave. On fire.
On fire this morning.
Doing a little monologue.
Dave on fire.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
And you still have Paul Schaefer and Biff and that whole crew.
I can't get rid of Paul.
Ah.
Yeah. And what surprised me about this whole thing, Howard? It's been 5 minutes, and I'm surprised that fat CBS ass kisser Benny Vivalli hasn't called to say I'm not the real David Letterman.
Vinny.
Yeah.
Vinny.
Vinny?
Guinea Vivalli.
Yeah.
Guinea Favali.
That's a little,
you call him Guinea Favali?
a little out of line.
Oh, yeah.
Guinea.
He really let his hair down.
Well, that one almost passed me by. Guinea Favali.
Guinea Favali.
That's racist.
My house now. Look out.
Guinea Vivalli.
And by the way, I just want to say one thing. You know that restless song from Vinny?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure, it was a piece of crap. I've heard, Paul and I made more musical sounds when he and I double dated a young Hungarian man.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, Dave.
Is that your poll?
That's the best poll I can muster up.
That's pretty good. Who does a Paul Schaefer?
I mean, that's all I do is the
What Artie was doing at first. I was like, wait a minute, is he doing poll?
Everyone else got it.
Yes, Sharon, you're on the air. You're Sharon. Hey, Dave, you're not even married and you had a kid.
No, I'm not bringing that up, but, I just want to say one thing.
We are.
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah. But, I'm getting ready for this 9/11 thing, and to commemorate 9/11, this year, I'm going to go bowling. I just thought I'd tell you.
Well, that's sensitive. That's right. What anniversary is it of 9/11?
3.
The third year.
3 years.
Wow.
You've forgotten?
I thought it was actually 2.
It was 2001.
Right, 3 years.
Thank you for reminding us, Dave.
Yeah.
David Letterman, everyone, make sure you watch his show. It's 11:35 or something.
Yeah.
On CBS.
I need all the help I can get.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Are you struggling? I thought you were doing well in the
No, it's not that, Robin. It's just I'm so sick of my freaking show that I kicked Paul Schaefer in the nuts the other day for no reason. And it made me feel better, and I'm going to start doing it every day.
Nuts.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Evil Dave is brutally honest on this show.
Yeah.
It's getting to be goddamn ridiculous, right, Dave? I mean,
exactly. And by the way,
I think Jay copies everything you do.
Oh, he's a thief. He just takes everything. By the way, has anyone ever ordered a pizza from Domino's and answered the door while pleasuring themselves?
I have.
Here.
Yeah.
I know Beetlejuice.
That's like an epidemic.
Beetlejuice has done that. I've seen it on his tape.
Yeah, Beetlejuice has it on tape.
We're thinking about doing that for November sweeps. I don't know.
Well, you've already been topped.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beetlejuice thought of that before you.
All right.
I saw Beetlejuice do that, and then he answers the door naked. And he's completely aroused.
Hey, say what you want.
No.
That Beetlejuice DVD is hilarious.
Yeah, and then he goes, put that pizza on the table.
Let me ask you.
Yeah, Dave, so that's been done.
Oh, God. Well, you ought to get rid of him. I finally got rid of that idiot, Craig Kilborn. I've had hemorrhoid attacks that were easier to sit through than his show.
Well, who are you going to replace him with now?
Yeah. Who are you going to get to replace Craig Kilborn? Any rumors out there?
I don't know. Howard, can I say something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say that, I was a draft dodger Jew, too. Can I?
A draft dodger Jew?
Yeah.
David Letterman? I thought Letterman was a Jew.
I said I was a draft dodger, too. Can I join Bush's cabinet?
Sure.
Maybe if you were a draft dodger Jew.
But you were going on this. Was that the end of the story?
No.
Okay.
In fact, I don't remember 10 minutes ago.
Was I in Star Trek?
What's your favorite memory about the ride over here? We stopped at a red light on Coanga.
Yeah. I don't care about you, but I don't care if Florida gets hit by hurricanes. Ask him a question like that.
What? Dave.
Yeah.
What? Dave has Alzheimer's,
Going off book.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you, it's just marvelous.
Hey, you got to bring him in. Yeah, Dave.
I just want to say to Artie, it sounds like somebody needs a drink. Yeah.
All right.
Why, you think Artie's a drunk?
No, I just think that Scotty sounds like Artie needing a drink or something. I don't know.
Oh, my. This is becoming like hieroglyphics.
Got to know when to come in with those lines.
Oh. I'm not going to sit here and take...
Howard?
Yes, Dave.
If I was at that Star Trek convention, you know what I would ask Scotty?
What?
Where does Dick Cheney hide his dyke daughter? Is she hot, or does she look like Rosie O'Donnell?
All right. Hey, listen, let's take a look at... I know it's been a while since we took a break, and I know we have to take one, but
Dave started off hot.
Let's get Amanda Beard in here just to look her over a little bit.
Amanda Beard. I'm just saying that Dave's material is cooling a little bit.
Yeah, you were good in the beginning. Now you suck.
Wouldn't work.
Can Dave Letterman ask you a question?
I just want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Now you're allowed to have tampons in the pool, right?
floating around in the pool?
Can they float up to the water?
Dave, I just asked that.
I just want to know if they float like jellyfish.
This is such a guy question because they don't clearly understand the whole.
They have a clue about the
No. Not fun.
What is it, Dave?
I'm just saying I just want to say that she's a very lovely woman. And Amanda, I just want to ask you some questions here. I just want to let you know that, first of all, some of my best friends are gay. And I think it's kind of neat that your last name is Beard. Isn't that a code word in your community? Is that it?
Not all Olympiad girls are gay.
And I want you to know that I support gay marriage, especially between lesbians.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. We're training for that. What is it, Dave?
I just want to ask Amanda a question.
Yes.
Do you ever have sex for money? And would you consider coming on our show and letting Paul Schaefer give you a grumpy munchkin?
Yeah, no.
Dave, go ahead. Why don't you have the last word since that made no sense?
I just want to
not you, Dave. But go ahead, yes. Yes, Dave?
Well, I just want to say that you're a lovely woman and you're an inspiration to us all. And I just want to let you know that I plan to start a cancer ranch just like Imus. And I can think of nothing hotter than, an army of sick, bald children to service my every need.
Well, I'm glad you told her that, Dave.
I can go
Dave on the phone.
Day.
I have a question for her.
Yes, Dave.
Has she ever dated black guys?
Have you ever dated black guys?
I had one boyfriend.
No kidding?
Yeah.
That would ruin it for me.
Why is that?
I have no idea.
Dave?
He's just talking out of the top
Dave,
of
let
his
him.
She likes athletes.
A dark-skinned, real African man.
Are your parents still talking to you after that?
Oh, come on.
They weren't mad?
Horrible.
They don't have a problem with you?
No.
Oh.
I've been to Orange County. I think some parents might have a problem with that.
I don't know. My family, we're not the typical Orange County family.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Amanda, was this guy's name Kunta?
Oh, Dave, you're being silly.
That's terrible.
Dave Letterman, save that for your own show.
All right.
Yeah, let me hear you do that tonight.
Well, let's see you do that on your show, dude.
He changed his name to Toby.
I'm going to tell you something. You are beautiful.
Howard, could I ask one thing?
I was trying to wrap up, but go ahead.
But Amanda, before you go, can I ask you a question? Could I sniff your taint?
Oh, wow. You're disrespectful.
You gotta throw in this nasty stuff.
Amanda, please forgive me. You are a hero to this country.
Thank you.
And ignore that awful man back there.
Don't look behind the curtain.
Yeah, just ignore it.
She won't show us her abs. What makes you think she's going to let you smell her taint?
I mean, that's really out of line.
Come on.
Howard, can I just say something before she goes?
Yes.
I just want to tell you, I love pleasing myself in front of a funhouse mirror. It makes my private parts look huge.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with an interview with a man.
Dave.
Yeah, why did you need to tell her?
The most random things I've ever heard.
I know. What does that mean? I mean, it's silly.
Ever use your medal for a diaphragm?
That's.
Where are the Olympic medals right now?
Yeah, Howard, can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
I think Robin reads very well for her kind.
Wow.
Yeah. And also, that Ashley Olsen is really becoming a pig. She should be more disciplined like her sister, Mary Kate. Howard, can I say something?
No.
All right.
No, Dave Letterman, go ahead.
I just want to issue a formal apology to Gwyneth Paltrow. I accidentally mailed some of my feces to her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Why are you mumbling when you want to say something like that?
Because you know what? Letterman, you're a great guy, and I love your TV show and everything, but I tell you what, man, you are a totally different guy off your show.
You got to be.
You really are.
Yeah, you ought to shout it out.
Your humor is much more edgy.
Mailing feces to actresses.
I'm sorry I'm not racist, but, Britney Spears should not be the stepmom of kids with afros.
You may be right about that.
Yeah.
Every once in a while he makes a good point.
And by the way, I'd like to ask Tom a question.
Go right ahead.
How big do those hemorrhoid relief sticks come? I've been using a frozen hammer for months now, and it's just not doing the trick anymore. Can the CBS censors do something about that?
Well, I highly recommend you switch to Hemorrhoid Relief because they have the device for you.
All right, it's a family show.
They're also sponsoring our world's largest hemorrhoid contest.
All right.
But Dave, we're not a family show. Why can't I say these things?
Yeah, this isn't a family show.
I don't know.
There's no family on earth that should listen to this.
Right.
Manson family.
This is not meant for the family.
Well, listen, if it'll make you guys feel better, I had to have my anus removed recently. I couldn't.
Your what?
I had to have my anus removed.
Anus?
Anus.
Wow.
Kenny Vivalli removed my anus.
There you go.
There goes the delay again.
All right, hey,
I got a meeting with Leslie Moonves.
Yeah, Leslie.
I think Evil Dave wrote it.
No, I want to tell you something. You know, it's like arguing with Michael J. Fox. Stop whining. We know you have Parkinson's disease.
What? You really?
I'm just saying
that. You know what? I just want to say something right now and step out of character here for Evil Dave. That was a really good line. I believe. I think Benji wrote it.
Well, I'm going to fix that.
Let me ask you something, because I saw Evil Dave sitting in the green room for a long
Studying.
time with papers. Was he rehearsing? Was he going over
2 hours of rehearsal on that line?
Studying vectors.
The line was what? Do it again.
The line is, you know, hey, Michael J. Fox, stop whining. We all know you have Parkinson's disease.
Yeah, like he should have just I just want to say, Michael J. Fox, stop whining about that Parkinson's disease. We all know you have it. Yeah. Like, that would be something funny for Dave Letterman to say.
Yeah. What Evil Dave said was, hey, Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
Wow.
People aren't going to keep writing this good material for you. They're probably going to murder it.
All right. You know, I once heard an interview with Bob Hope's joke writer, and he said Bob could save even the worst lines. And that's why he was a great guy. And you're our Bob Hope.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
All right.
Surprised to hear.
Worry about that eulogy when you're reading it.
All right, here's one for you. Let's try another one. You know, Scott DuPace knew about 9/11 and did nothing to stop it. You like that one? Did that go over like a pregnant pole vaulter? All right, thank you very much.
Scott DuPace.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rob. That was very nice.
Yes, Dave.
You know, that reminds me of something. Did you hear that Bill Clinton had a quadruple bypass this week? And the doctors discovered that his arteries were clogged with pubic hair from a fat, ugly broad.
Oh.
Hey. Is that right?
Oh.
Home run!
Yeah.
Man, nice way to do that.
Thank you very much.
All right, Robin, anything else in the news?
Howard, can I say something about that Kobe Bryant thing?
No.
You know, I'm just so glad that the charges against Kobe Bryant were dropped. I can't wait to see if Kobe will rape someone the next chance he gets.
Well, it wasn't proven that he raped anyone.
Yeah.
You know.
Well.
But
that's hot.
That's hot. Dave Letterman.
He's all over that.
That is edgy. And a lot of negatives in my corner.
There you go, Artie. I'm sure rehab will help you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Remember, I was
got that one out nice, didn't you?
Yesterday that
Howard, can I say something about that Joey thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, just correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't there a bunch of those Jew holidays coming up this month?
Well, it has nothing to do with
Well, don't watch
Joey.
the darn thing.
All right, it's enough now.
All right.
You've said enough.
Drea Di Matteo.
You're not getting the joke. You say, I want to say something about the Joey thing, and then you go, aren't there a bunch of Jew holidays coming up? It's like sort of a no connection.
It's not Joey, it's Joey.
Just say, hey, I want to get out of here. Aren't there a bunch of those Jew holidays coming up?
All right.
Man, I got to program you, bro.
Nobody's a worse segue guy than you.
No,
And that's what's happening.
Thank you, Robin. Evil Dave, thank you. It's a pleasure to have you here.
I appreciate that. And Howard, I just want to say one more thing. Let's pretend next time I'm here, we're kittens in a box at a pet store waiting to be adopted and crawl over each other and nibble each other's faces.
All right. Well, I'll take you up on that.
Perfect choice to close.
Yeah. Nice short line. See Amanda Beard on the cover of the August issue of FHM magazine, available on newsstands now. Artie, I know you're a fan of hers.
She's hot.
Chris Schultz, thank you for calling in to get his book. Don't do it. 101 Reasons Not to Marry Her. Go to don'tmarryher.com or call 1-800-434-0487. We'll see the great Chris Rock tomorrow on the show. And, yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you, Evil Dave.
That's enough, yeah.
Thank you. Don't forget Stump the Booyah, Joey and Star. And don't forget, uncensored E-shows on howardstern.com.
95X.
Hey, Evil Dave.
Good morning.
David Letterman.
How are you today?
How you doing, pal?
Good. Hey, listen, I got something for you.
Yeah.
Here, Howard. This is a little something for you here, buddy.
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. It's to get you through the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no one can see that. What is it?
Well, it's a shot glass.
Nice.
That's not written down on your paper.
No, it's not. Listen, I can't.
Where does it say give the gift?
I don't know. I listen, by the way.
We just had the guy who actually works for you now, the guy Craig Ferguson. He'll do it for you.
Yeah.
How you been? I haven't seen you in a while.
I'm real good. You're looking good, and whenever I can't sleep, I always watch the Wrong Guys. Just puts me right.
There you go, Artie.
The Wrong Guys?
The Wrong Guys.
What's that?
I have no idea.
You weren't in The Wrong Guys, were you?
No.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know.
The Wrong Guys.
By the way, Howard, is it just me, or is Heather Locklear one good-looking whore?
She's good-looking, man.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
She's hot.
I don't know if she's a whore.
I'll tell you what, I think your monologue here is much better than on your show.
I appreciate that.
Your real thoughts are much more interesting.
It's edgier.
I was talking very quickly to Craig Ferguson out in the hall. He's a very nice man, and I mentioned to him that I want Michael Jackson on my TV show so bad, I'm willing to let Michael have a sleepover with my son Harry.
Wow. David Letterman saying he would sacrifice his son to Michael Jackson's house.
And Craig agreed.
Yeah. That's great. Well, Dave Letterman, great having you here.
Thank you, Howard.
And thanks for sitting in on the show today.
I appreciate it.
He's a weirdo besides Dave Letterman, and you are a bit of a weirdo.
Yeah, I admit it.
Yeah. Still can't beat Jay Leno? Or you beat him when I was on the other night.
Yeah. Well, and that's the other reason I wanted to come on. I wanted to thank you for everything you've done, and you mentioned Jay Leno. I think I should hire that Gary the retard guy to be my announcer, because if Leno can hire retards to be announcers, so can I.
Yep.
That's good.
A little out of order, but pretty good.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, Dave Letterman's with us. Triple H is going to be with us in a couple of seconds.
By the way, Howard, where's Jeff the Vomit guy?
He hasn't been on in months.
Okay, I agree with him, because there's nothing wrong with girls throwing up on you.
No?
No.
You dig that?
Not a darn thing.
You like that?
Yeah.
Man.
Wow.
That is honest.
That is really honest. Dave Letterman, everyone. What time are you on now? 11:35 p.m. Yeah. Right.
But how many hosts of late night talk shows have you actually had a she-male lover? Do you think?
How many late night talk shows have actually?
How many hosts of late night talk shows have actually had a she-male lover?
Probably about 3 that I can think of.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Would you be one of those?
High.
No, but I think Craig Ferguson might have scored that.
Oh, it's not you. It's Craig Ferguson.
Yeah.
You're outing him.
Oh, got to be Jay Leno too.
We got to build him up.
Well, hey, great having you here.
Thank you very much.
All right. Hey, you know who else is here? Double A, super fan of wrestlers to the point that it's gay.
Yeah.
He wants to see Triple H so bad. I said, dude, if you want to see Triple H, you get in a robo-spanker.
Howard, huge fan.
I know. I hear you, yeah.
Yes, David.
I was just want to ask him a question. Hey, excuse me, son. I was just wondering, are you a fag?
Dave Letterman wants to know. Are you a fag?
Absolutely not.
You
know that.
All right, if you want to meet Triple H, and I'll let you talk to him. And I'm so sorry. Oh, yes, Dave Letterman, go ahead.
Howard, I just want to say one thing. I'm totally straight, but Triple H is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, you're in love with him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you like to get in the machine, sir?
No, I don't think so.
Good.
David Letterman, Triple H.
To protect.
Have you ever done the David Letterman show?
I have not, no.
Yeah. Why didn't you ever have Triple H on?
Huh?
Yeah, that you see how handsome he is.
Well, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll work something out.
That'd be great.
All right.
I have $100 for you if you can sit in my lap, Mr. H.
It's going to take a lot more than $100, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
You might get double A for $100.
Yeah, 50.
Do it for charity.
Dave Letterman, you got to have...
He's not exactly wrestling with his conscience, is he?
Wow.
The go-to guy.
Yeah, David Letterman.
What a bomb.
Oh,
Triple H kicked David Letterman's ass. Wow.
Right. Well,
I haven't got insurance. So.
How are you? You doing all right over there?
I'm doing good. By the way, where is Beetlejuice's manager? You know, when I heard him berate your staff the other day, I was in full agreement with him.
You were?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's one guy who was. All right. Making the game. Yes, Dave.
I just want to ask Triple A a question. May I?
Triple H.
Will
this one be funny?
No, I don't know. I just want to ask you, did you ever see that movie with Andy Kaufman, that Jim Carrey thing?
You know what? I didn't see it.
You ever saw that?
Yeah, no, I didn't see it.
May I lift your hair and kiss your neck?
No, you may not. Yeah.
Oh, that's my job.
Appreciate it if you didn't.
He's mine.
Getting very gay in here. All right, listen. What a come on. You're unbelievable.
Yeah.
The gay meter's hitting red.
I didn't know you went that way, Dave. By the way, the line of the show today belongs to Evil Dave.
Yes.
So he turned to Triple H and asked him if he'd seen the Jim Carrey movie, and Triple H said no, he hadn't. And then he said, can I lift your hair and kiss your neck? That's gay.
Brilliantly thinking on the spot.
Thank you very much.
David Letterman, now I know why you are the host of Late Show.
Thank you, sir.
Chris, what's up?
Nothing, man. Y'all got me with this Evil Dave guy. This guy sounds just like him.
That is David Letterman.
It is?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yep. Looks like him.
Last time I checked, it was.
You guys really got me, man. Yo, great show today, Howard.
Thank you, brother.
Sir, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's going on?
What did you think of that phone call with Donald Trump?
Oh, it was fabulous.
You know, I got an idea for Donald Trump. I think if I had a chance to meet him, you know the one thing I'd tell him?
What?
Switching networks can double your salary.
Yeah, man, you're paid, huh?
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not written there.
Okay. By the way, I love the holidays. I have fond memories of being molested with a pine cone on Christmas Day.
You got a house out on Martha's Vineyard, right?
Yes, he does. What?
Rich as hell, man.
I had a line saying something to Evil Dave.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Mr. Dave.
Yes, sir.
We talk to you in the morning, and we sort of have a program that we run on. Can you just stay on the train tracks? You know what I'm saying?
Because when you go off, it's lethal.
All right, sir. I'm sorry.
All right.
The first thing we told Dave this morning was not to give you a Christmas gift. It's visual, and we're on the radio, and it's the first thing he did.
Okay.
He doesn't listen to you.
No.
I thought the guy was going,
You're like an incorrigible child.
I'm sorry.
On your show, you're so disciplined. You come on my show, you're not.
Well, I'm sorry.
Hey, Stephen, you're on the air.
Yes. Hello, Howard.
All right, thank you. Yes. What a terrible, terrible comment.
It's a good way to get a website in there.
Yeah.
Howard,
guess what? Didn't get on the air.
Good.
Can I just
Good for you.
Right. You know, when you go over to will you guys be able to eat me on the air?
Will I be able to what?
When you go over to will you guys be able to eat me on the air?
I don't know. I got to think about it.
All right, buddy. Howard, you know what you could do?
What?
You could go on Robin's new talk show. By the way, Robin, congratulations. I heard about your talk show deal.
Thank you, Dave.
I think we need more of your kind on TV. It gives young blacks a role model, and they realize that instead of raping or robbing Whitey, they can have a talk show. And so kudos to you.
That's outrageous.
Opening up another job. Thanks, Dave.
Right. Well, I'm glad you see some positive.
Yeah.
Some other avenue to make money.
Right. Howard, can I just say something?
Sure, Dave.
Can you do me a favor? Can you just stop teasing me with that long, curly, sexy hair of yours, or I'm going to come over there and rape your head.
David Letterman, everyone. Wow.
Very honest.
I've never said it. Dave, here's Jerry Cantrell.
All right, let's hear him.
David Letterman wants to say something.
Is it just me, or are the blacks getting scarier? What's that all about?
I think it's just you.
Yeah, I think you're scary.
I'm sorry. I wasn't listening. I was staring at Benji's throbbing package.
Yeah, welcome to my world.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, we're doing the news. David Letterman joins us.
Thank you very much.
Good having you here.
By the way, Robin, can I just say something before you get started? You know, you speak so well. Were you raised by whites?
Boy, you're racist today.
Man.
Everyone's racist.
I don't know what's going on.
What happened in our country? Will there ever be peace on Earth?
We don't seem to want it. We want to keep this going, I think.
Yeah.
We like it.
Everyone's hyper aware of race. Shame on you, Dave.
I'm sorry. And Howard, I'd like to ask you a question.
Okay.
You know, I was just wondering, Howard, if you ever got crippled like Chris Reeves, would you let me get into Beth's panties?
You're out of line.
I don't think he'd be able to stop you.
You know what? That's crossing.
It was approved.
What would I do? All right, it's an approved comment. It was approved.
Everything's approved.
You're right, it was.
He's not taking credit for that.
All right, buddy.
Maybe it's the delivery.
Fred died. That's why you don't hear him on the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me you're putting Dave on for him.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, I wish Fred was gay because those silent types make my candy cane stand at attention.
Wow.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
I'm
You know, that Jessica Simpson is a real slut. Someone should teach her a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Somebody should really teach her a lesson.
Dave Letterman.
Yeah.
Wow.
Should be the man.
And call me gay, Howard, but I like to give Clay Aikens a grouchy turtle.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, he might have had a grouchy turtle or two.
or three.
Yeah. Clay Aiken, you're right,
Yeah.
Dave.
Yeah.
Who else would have you dress up to come to his concerts?
I don't know. Is it just me, or does Michael J. Fox look nervous all the time?
Oh, no, that's not right, Dave.
Dave's edgy here.
I'm sorry.
That was good.
That's not right.
Give him a break.
This is a refreshing change from his racist
Laugh
comment.
you get it. I'm sorry.
I, Robot, the Will Smith movie.
You know, Howard?
Yes, Dave.
I'd like to see more movies with the Olsen twins, and that brings up a question. If one Olsen twin says yes to sex, and the other one says no, and I get mixed up, would that be rape? I don't know.
That would be rape.
Yeah. All right.
Sure.
They're not identical, Dave.
I didn't know.
That's a good question, though.
Hey, Leone. What?
It's a legitimate question.
Yeah.
David Letterman, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you very much, Howard. I just want to say to Robin, I just found out something about you the other day. I guess you're attracted to Muhammad Ali. So now I know how to get into your pants. I'll start slobbering and get in blackface makeup.
Whoa.
Well, you
know
can
what that
try.
means exactly.
You can try. I don't know that that's going to work.
All right.
All right. You've had your fun, Dave.
Yeah.
Evil Dave, right?
Go back to your show where you don't make these kind of
All right. I'm sorry.
You know what? Controversy's not for you.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Wow, Howard. Whoever's at the door is very anxious to get in.
Right, Robin. Let me open it up. I wonder who it could be.
Why, it's David Letterman, and he really looks upset.
Hey, Dave, what's wrong? It's Christmas time. You should be happy.
Hello, Howard and Robin. I'm very angry because that crescent moon chin freak, Jay Leno, didn't send me a Christmas gift. How dare he? I've sent him a steaming box of cat duty every year for as long as I can. Remember, and maybe I'll just sum up my feelings in a song.
Please, by all means, sing your song, Dave.
Hit it, Fred. Leno, the big chin douchebag, has a crappy late-night show. And if you ever saw it, you'd also say it blows. Howard and me and Conan laugh at him and call him gay. Even a goddamn moron would call his car collection lame.
Wow, that was a beautiful song, Dave. Great job.
Yeah, it almost brought a tear to my eye hearing you rag on Jay like that.
You have a super-duper okie-dokie Kwanzaa Robin. And as for you, Howard, happy Hanukkah.
Same to you, Dave.
Happy holidays,
Happy
Dave.
holidays, Dave. David Letterman, everybody. Great. Boy, everyone's stopping by. This is really quite an honor.
Exciting.
It's great.
It really is a Merry Christmas.
It certainly is. Read in the paper that David Letterman gets jokes written for him by Johnny Carson when Johnny Carson is sitting around in his, wherever he sits around in.
His ship.
His rocket ship.
Yeah.
Whenever he's sitting around on that boat that he lives on,
His time capsule.
yeah, he'll write jokes for Letterman, like sometimes up to 5 jokes a day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like he just gets bored, and I guess he misses the action, so.
He's writing.
And Dave's in love with Johnny Carson, so he takes special secret pride because it's Johnny's joke. He's in love with him. So gay.
I wonder if it's awkward if he doesn't do the joke.
Letterman wasn't even, yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can get into that, too.
Yeah, Johnny tunes in that night and he doesn't see one of his jokes.
I didn't see my joke.
What happened?
I didn't make the cut.
I'm a genius. Paul Schaefer filled in for David Letterman yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that was happening in the paper, and I was shocked.
Well, and don't be shocked because David Letterman had to go accept an important award for his race car. So he took a day off.
His race car won an award?
I think so. Something like that. Like a racing, he's into that NASCAR crap.
Is he?
Yeah, watching guys go around in a circle. So here's a little bit of Paul Schaefer, in case you missed it.
Thank you for masking your disappointment. My name is Paul Schaefer, and I'm going to be hosting the show tonight. I'll give you people at home a minute to search for the remote.
Good line.
No, Dave is out of town. He's receiving an award. In other words, he's in rehab.
He's good. He's killing.
Dave is in Michigan tonight. He's getting a trophy for his racing team's Indy 500 win, which is, He co-owns a racing team with Bobby Rahal, and the team won last year big, and he's accepting the award with his team. Pretty impressive. The average speed was 138 miles per hour, and that's just Dave driving to Michigan, so you can imagine...
Gets bogged down as you go.
Yeah, well, he should have stopped after he got that big laugh.
Then Johnny Carson wrote Dave a monologue that just skewers Paul Schaefer. Listen to this.
Hey, folks, it's very nice to be here today. We got a very big show for you. Of course, here's our band leader, the very flamboyant, exciting. Who are we kidding? He's a fudge packing fairy, Paul Schaefer.
Johnny Carson wrote this.
These are Johnny's lines.
These are Johnny's.
You know what is funny? It's a very interesting thing about Paul. Yes. I notice he stands to play the piano, yet he bends over to play the organ. No, I'm just goofing around. And let give you an idea how brilliant, how eccentric this man is. I heard he hired a black guy to tap him on the teeth like a xylophone. Wow. Speaking of that TV show, The Swan, there's going to be a version that Paul Schaefer is going to star in. I believe it's called, The Homo?
How would I deal with this?
I don't know what has more ass, Vinnie Vivaldi's lips or Paul Schaefer's bathtub.
Crowd going nuts. They love that gay bashing stuff.
Hey, Johnny writes some good stuff.
Well, Paul is not gay. That's the crazy thing. He's a
heterosexual man.
Dave's trying to promote that.
Yeah. It's funny if the guy's not gay and you do that.
Right. If the guy's gay, then it's not funny.
Yeah, it's not funny.
But it's always funny to have the gay band leader.
Right. They're trying to turn him into the gay band leader, and I know Paul's threatening to quit.
Carson getting very edgy with his writing. And
look at that. In his old age, he's turning blue.
Well, Johnny Carson said, I really admire Howard Stern. I want to do more, humor where you rip people's ass apart. That was a quote.
This is what I really wanted to do all my life.
Yaka. Yaha. Yeehaw. Oh, on our phone is David Letterman, who would like to speak about Johnny Carson.
Ah.
Dave. Dave?
Good morning, Howard. How are you?
Good to speak to you.
Yeah.
Sad day for you.
It's very sad. Howard, I love Carson. Nobody could punch a wife harder than he could. Nobody could punch a woman harder than he could. Ask his first wife.
Yeah, Jody Carson, that's right. Well, say a few words, if you will, about Johnny Carson. I know you were close.
He was your mentor.
He was your mentor.
Well, it's a sad day for the country and a sad day for television. By the way, could we wrap this up? I have to go have sex with Johnny's widow.
Nice. Dave, you make a good point. His wife, Alex, was very dedicated to him, wasn't she?
Right. Johnny, Howard was the gold standard of talk show hosts, I feel. Merv, Dick Cavett, Mike Douglas, Arsenio, they were all fags.
Compared to Johnny, right?
Yeah.
Well, I can see your voice sounds a little mellow today. I can hear it.
It doesn't sound like the usual Dave.
That's right.
Well, it's kind of a sad day. And, I remember one time, Johnny had just had Angie Dickinson on the show, and, he let me smell his finger. What a thrill.
Wow.
Don't tell Larry King that, though.
No, let me tell you, that's quite a story. I didn't know
he hated all those stupid animals he had on the show.
I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that.
I remember one time he killed a puppy with a shovel backstage, and he said it was an accident.
Wow. Well, you really knew the guy then.
Yeah.
No.
You know, I heard that when you kick a corpse in the testicles, it makes a funny sound, and I hope I get invited to the funeral.
Well, you've always mentioned your love for Johnny Carson, and
right.
I know now you try to make it light and you try to joke, but I'm sure there's serious things you want to say.
You know, Johnny has a black grandson.
I knew that.
Yeah, it just goes to show you how no matter how rich and famous you are, tragedy can hit anyone.
Right.
Well,
Dave, will you do your own show tonight?
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of sad. I got to think about it.
Will you have to take time off?
No.
I don't know. I don't want to, and by the way, I don't want to accuse anybody of anything, but, where was Joan Rivers yesterday? Anyone looking into that?
Do you think it might have been a murder case?
I don't know. I'm actually excited about Johnny passing away, because now the value of my rare nude photos of a young, shaven Johnny Carson will, skyrocket.
Right. Well, let me tell you, I appreciate you taking a few minutes out of your busy morning.
Morning.
Of morning. Your busy morning of morning.
Right.
And I want to thank you for being with us.
Well, it's a sad day for America, and, I'm just dealing with it as best I can, Howard.
Right.
Well, thank you, Dave.
All right, Dave, thank you.
All right.
All right, David Letterman, everybody checking in to offer his thoughts.
This is the Howard Stern Show.
Hey now. All right. So Baba Booey came running in here saying that he needed to take over the show. I was going to have Chauncey come in, and I was going to get to Mike Walker. He claims he needs to take over the show.
Who?
Baba Booey.
The $10,000 contest is officially over.
Uh-oh.
Go to your phone line.
Who is it? Oh, you don't want to tell me?
Did they tell you which line that you go to up there?
No.
No, of course not. It's our show. All right, we have posted $10,000. Is the mystery person calling in on their own, or are they doing it for someone?
They are calling in for a charity.
Oh.
I wonder who this is.
That's nice. Thank God this is over.
I know.
I'm going to guess it's Ben Affleck.
I am, too.
You would all be right.
Oh, hey now.
Hey.
Hey now.
We know this is Ben Affleck.
I know.
How's it going, guys?
How you doing?
Excellent.
What moved you to call in? I mean, what happened?
Well, I mean, I listen to the show every day, you know what I mean? And I'm just such a fan. I kept on waiting for you guys to ask me to come on, and I kept on trying to book the show.
Out of here.
Stop that.
We've asked many times.
All right, you guys wouldn't take me. I was sort of, my feelings were hurt. So this was the only end around I could run to get on the Howard Stern show.
All right.
Well, let's get into the interview since we have you for 5 minutes.
Okay, sure.
This is exciting. All right, Ben. Let's start with J-Lo, right?
Oh, yeah, you got to start and work backwards.
Let's start with J-Lo and work backwards. We'll see how far we get. First of all, how'd you meet?
It just boggles the mind. There's so much to cover.
All right, here's the deal. You know how she's always saying that you didn't break up her marriage?
Yes.
I think that's a lie.
Well, he didn't. I mean, if she fell for him, what's he going to do?
Yeah, but she fell for you while she was married.
Not really, not that I know of, you know what I mean? It really is, but, it's a sort of a tricky thing, right?
Right, it's a PR spin.
You're saying you never touched her before she got a divorce? No, you're not saying that.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
John's good friends with Chris Judd.
Right.
Chris Judd saying that something did happen.
What is Chris saying?
I'm pretty sure that they were
You were banging on the set of
something was going on. There was some love going on.
There was some love. Oh, man, there's a million questions. I don't want to run out of time.
Okay.
I got to talk to you about the whole stripper party.
I want to talk to him about these recent revelations that his sex life is boring.
Okay, let's get to that.
It's horrible, I know.
Now, wait a second.
Yeah.
If you're going to marry this broad or whatever, be in a relationship with her,
right.
Why would you say your sex life is horrible?
I never said my sex life was horrible. I was on a... I was doing this press junket for this movie, Paycheck, that's coming out.
Paycheck is coming out, right?
Right, December 25th. Very exciting movie. And, you do these things and, like, there's a bunch, you do, like, a set with a foreign journalist, and there was these Australian ladies who were like, why is everyone so obsessed with your sex life? What's up with your sex life? They're very raunchy, the Australians.
Right.
And I said, I don't know, it's just sort of a sex life like anybody else's sex life, you know what I mean? And, you know, when I said it lasted 10 minutes, I said that because I thought that was a long time.
Yeah.
I was exaggerating for the sake of it, trying to impress people. And then, everyone was like, oh, my God, it's only 10 minutes. So you can imagine my embarrassment when I found out that was supposed to be.
See, but it seems to me that you are bored, and I'll tell you why. Because I know guys.
You do, right?
And as exciting as it may be to, bang a J-Lo. And to at first, everybody gets a little tired because I think in a way you going to the strip club was to end that whole wedding nonsense. It was almost to undermine the thing psychologically. Comment on that.
You knew you had to get out of that nightmare.
Yeah.
This is the best interview I've ever done.
No, but seriously, what do you think of that? In
all seriousness, I mean, it certainly wasn't the first time that I had, strip bars these days are almost like, as you know, Howard, it's sort of like a social thing. It's not like the 50s when there was this, like, great stigma attached to it and everyone was like, you know what I mean, when, like, Richie Cunningham found out his dad went to the strip bar and it was a big deal on Happy Days.
But wait a second, you're Ben Affleck and you got to go home with the strippers. And then the girl came in here, and she swore you gave her oral. Now, that's what sent J-Lo over the top.
Yeah, but that girl lied. They paid that girl, $200,000 to say that. That's how that game works.
Swear on the life of your mother that girl was lying.
On the life of my future children and my mother.
Wow.
They're getting sued. I mean,
Your fingers are not crossed?
All right, because I was just about to say, well, why not?
I mean, you're a little too sophisticated to believe, I mean, I don't mind the theatrics of people coming on and saying all kinds of things, but that was absolutely fictitious.
So you deny going back to Christian Slater's house and giving the girls oral?
Yes. First of all, isn't that kind of like a bizarro thing to...
I think so.
Like the oral bandit? The guy who's like, no, don't touch me.
So were you angry as hell when you read this?
Yeah, I was angry. You know what I mean? Of course I was angry. It's maddening, I mean, and there's been a lot of things that come out in the papers about how, oh, this happened or that happened. But sometimes they have kind of slightly more serious consequences, and you think, well, they could never print that, something so outrageous as that.
Right.
And the lawyers say, well, we'll sue you. You know what I mean? You can't say that. And then they just decide to kind of go ahead and do it because they feel like it's a good enough story. And yes, I actually went to the strip bar, which Jen knew about and which, I had done with friends.
Yeah, that's no big deal.
No.
Yeah.
But that's not enough of a story, right?
But you guys brought the broads back to Christian Slater's house, right?
No, I didn't. He was having a bunch of people over to his place. I went by there, dropped him off at his house, left, and this lady was like,
Oh, really?
And I was with 4 people who I work with who are all women, like a hairdresser and an assistant, you know what I mean?
So you had witnesses.
So you're saying
5 witnesses.
So you're saying so you never went into the house with the strippers?
No.
And you are also saying that Christian Slater's wife didn't fall asleep in a bowl of spaghetti.
Christian Slater didn't have his back shaved.
that was, to me, that was the most damning part of that article. I mean, that was the deepest, most bizarre part of it.
Hey, you know what?
What's the back shaving fetish? Is that a thing?
You're denying that. You're saying that Christian Slater didn't have his back shaved by a stripper.
That I can't confirm nor deny. I can't speak to that one way or another.
So you weren't even...
I don't even really know the guy that well.
So when J-Lo gets pissed...
Yeah.
And the whole wedding gets called off.
This
is good.
I'm just trying to get you fined again.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. That's all right. You can say that.
Because the whole thing was just so insane, and to a certain extent, we kind of felt like, granted, at first, probably we made the mistake of kind of like, just sort of being available and kind of going, yeah, everything's great, we're happy, blah, blah, blah. And then it turned into such a constant story machine that we felt like we didn't need to contribute to it by making it crazier. We could be either as like kind of public or as quiet about our life as we wanted. So it was kind of a decision that had to do with that more than anything else.
Let me understand something.
Yes.
You meet J-Lo on the set of Geely.
Yes.
How long before...
Did you love that movie or what, by the way?
The best movie ever.
One of the greatest films.
4 stars.
Listen to me. They all can't be winners.
No, they certainly can't.
So when you meet her on the set, how long does it take before you get into her pants? Like, how long do you have to sort of get to know her? Be honest.
Be really frank about that?
Yeah, be frank.
That wasn't my plan. I mean, part of the thing that, to tell you the truth, I went on there figuring, like, I knew she was in a relationship, and in all honesty, you know, I like Chris. Chris is a good guy.
Right.
I met him, nice guy, and I just figured, you know, I was dating somebody else, and
Gwyneth Paltrow, right?
No.
Who?
No, I don't know who he was dating.
Who were you dating?
I actually sometimes date people who are not have dated people.
Britney Spears, maybe. I don't know.
No, you dated Gwyneth.
It was Britney.
You dated Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yes,
I did date Gwyneth Paltrow.
I figure she's a dud in bed. I think the guy from Coldplay's in for a hard time.
So, well, you can let him know. No, I don't. That's not. I wouldn't say that.
But so you were dating.
She doesn't say such nice things about him anymore.
What'd you say, Robin?
Gwyneth doesn't say such nice things about you anymore.
What does she say?
Oh, yes, she does.
What did she say? I read a quote like, dating you were immature.
What guy is it?
And something about beer and games and, you know, like...
I thought she was talking about Pitt. That wasn't about Brad?
I thought that was you.
I know a person. I heard that she says Brad's an idiot.
Oh, no. Brad's not an idiot. She wouldn't say that.
I hear he's really dumb.
Gwyneth said he was really dumb.
Yeah. That was her rap against him.
No, she actually says that the biggest mistake was ruining her relationship with Brad Pitt, which is no great thing to say about you either.
All right, wait, we're getting off topic. Wait a second.
I think you're quoting Christina Aguilera or something.
Ben, I'm trying to get to the bottom of this.
Right.
From the time you meet her, how long does it take you to get into J-Lo's pants?
Well, let's see. I mean, basically, her marriage, she got separated, I can't remember, after the movie. You know, and I didn't
So you waited all that time?
Yeah, no, wait, I didn't even think it was an option.
But you guys were making out in the trailer and stuff.
No, we weren't making out.
Really?
Were you having a phone relationship?
No, I was friends with her, and we had talked a couple of times, and I didn't even really know that she was having difficulties in her marriage, and then I spoke to her after the movie was over, and she said, well, I'm getting a separation, and it was only at that time that I kind of felt like, hey, you know, well, I mean... You know.
So from that time and that conversation, does it take you a long time to get in her pants? You have to work her a whole long time, or like is it like instant attraction and you know this is right?
And wait a minute, you said you were dating somebody. Did you dump that person immediately?
I kind of fizzled out, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You know how it is. How it goes, Robert. You know what I mean?
So you wait. So is it happen quick?
I told you, I'm 2 minutes instantaneous. That happens, I mean, almost immediately.
And then, is it amazing sex or in the beginning?
Amazing. Incredible.
Really?
Amazing. Yeah, almost as amazing as Paycheck in theaters December 25th.
Understood. And during sex, she never yelled out Puffy, did she?
I never yelled out what?
Puffy. P. Diddy.
No, but he's a very nice guy.
You like him?
I like Puffy a lot, actually, yeah.
Is it weird following Puffy? Does it ever occur to you while you're doing her?
That's not the first thing I think about.
Good, okay.
You know what I mean?
I imagine she's good. You know, I try to get...
Did you date Robin Givens?
Yes, I did.
So you know all about that. You had Tyson to follow up.
You know, it's the first time you've ever admitted that on the air. You just admitted to it. You just admitted to it.
I made a mistake.
Yes, right, you did.
We went out a couple of times. It doesn't mean I had sex with her.
I'm going to kick your ass.
Because you figured she'd already been with Big Mike.
Hey, listen, we're paying the $10,000. You better answer my question.
Hey, the $10,000 is for the AT Children's Fund. AT is a terminal disease that affects children. It's very rare. You can read about it if you look up on the internet for the AT Children's Fund, and it's...
How'd you get involved with that?
How did I get involved with that? I got a friend who's named Joe Kindrigan, who's a young guy who's afflicted with this disease, which is a good friend of mine. And I just got to know him and kind of what he was going through, and so that became something that I was interested in and cared about.
It's called AT.
It's called like it's got some much longer name like that I can't pronounce.
All right.
Which is why it's called AT.
All right. Where the hell did we
left off?
We left off at
them falling in love. And
Diddy.
Puffy's been on your show.
Yeah, Puffy's a good guy. You had sex with J-Lo. I still can't determine exactly when.
I can't believe that I had sex with Jennifer Lopez. So, you have the Robin Givens. That's the thing. You went right to the.
Are you gonna get married to J-Lo?
I certainly hope so. If I'm lucky.
All right.
Does your mother like her?
My mother adores her. That's another common misconception that I think is rooted, honestly, in like. I don't know what it is, but there's this notion of some misconception. My mother loves Jennifer, adores her, and...
you know, the other funny thing that I read, that Guadalupe is very much interested in keeping the romance alive because she gets a lot of presents from Ben.
Yeah, because...
And Ben's gambling, we need to know.
Yeah, Ben.
See? Why do you have to buy Guadalupe so many presents?
I don't buy Guadalupe quite so many presents.
I like the guitar.
It's her birthday coming up, and I still haven't got something.
But she likes when you take her to the casino.
Today. Happy birthday, Lupe.
I want to go gambling with you one time.
You should, man. I heard you were down at the Borgata. Then you'd find out that it's not really the great, like, the other problem with the tablets and stuff like that and thing is that they're always like, so you could go down, like, you know, if you lose, you know, $6,000, it'll turn like 600,000.
But what about that, though? Don't you bet sometimes 250,000 in a night?
No, that's lunatic. They do you?
No.
Way over-exaggerate that stuff because you can't really corroborate it. You know what I mean? They'll say, they went and bought $1 million.
You don't have a gambling problem?
No. Not that I think. Well, you come gamble with me, you let me know.
Could you stop gambling if I told you to?
Yeah, I would probably have to find a slightly better reason, but yes.
Because you love it.
It's fun. It's more. I'm actually more into poker now, which is kind of like more of a like game of skill and a lot less.
I watched you on Celebrity Poker.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, you won.
What did you think?
You won, right?
I did well. I didn't ultimately win.
Yeah, right. That other dude did.
That little bastard from Sex and the City.
He lost to some fruity-looking guy.
Yeah, the fruity guy. Yeah, he was fruity-looking. It was weird.
I think he may have been, in fact, fruity in actual fact.
David Schwimmer, no, he's not actually fruity, but David Schwimmer lost right away. He was a terrible poker player.
Really?
Yeah, he's bragging about how good he is. He wasn't even
And
that
they
good.
wiped him out?
Yeah, Ben was pretty good. But wait a second.
When are you going to have me back so I can sit down and do like a full segment and be on the TV cameras?
Yeah, because I got like a million questions. Like the time that you and Jennifer Lopez broke up, did you go out and get some strange, or did you just stay faithful?
The time that me and Jennifer broke up, we didn't. That's the other thing. It's not like we broke up. We were apart for a few days, and I did not get some strange.
All right, let me ask you. So you did not get strange, but let me ask you a serious question. And then I'll save this for when because you're a good sport.
See you.
Okay. Doesn't it disturb you?
Yeah.
That J-Lo's already been married twice. That she gets married to a guy, and then in 6 weeks she's done with the marriage. You've got to be thinking there's a problem here. You've got to be.
Has it occurred to you?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Comment.
All of a sudden, the segues into the more.
You have the floor now. Quiet. Yeah.
No, but seriously, go ahead.
No, it does. I think the truth is that everybody has. If I was like using, so the only model I had was people who always been perfect in relationship and made all the right decisions and had it all figured out. I'd have to exclude myself from my own dating pool. It's just that Jennifer's had everything so publicized and kind of dramatized. Look how you know.
It's still too married.
Wait a minute.
800 guys in their 70s with 50 marriages running around like making jokes about
Jennifer. But you've got to be very careful about this. Seriously, if you're taking it seriously, she is. Once she has you, it's almost like.
Like a black widow.
I need more excitement.
Yeah.
And I see you're a serious guy. You want to have kids. You want to do the whole thing. It's going to be a disaster. She's going to run off with those kids to Puerto Rico.
You'll never see him.
Guadalupe, I want another car.
What is that?
I want to say to Ben, he's saying he wants to come in. I know his movie opens on the 25th. We have a whole wide week open next week. Come on in next week.
Yeah, you need to come in.
All right, well, I have to go back to L.A., but maybe I'll come back on my way back and come in because I would love to, and I'd love to.
We would love to talk
about Paycheck and.
Good, and I'll even ask you questions about the movie.
You will?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you ever worried that Jen will blow up to the size of Star Jones?
No, actually, I don't. Because you take a look at Guadalupe, she's very svelte.
That's very svelte. Yes,
I think Star Jones is kind of sexy too.
No, you don't.
I got one for him. When you look back on that movie, Jilly, now, did you guys know when you were making it that it was going to be what it was?
Well, when we had to go back. Once we saw it put together, we were kind of like, oh man, this doesn't work. And we went and did like 5 weeks of reshoots trying to fix it and work on it. And sometimes it's just if it's a dog, it's just a dog. You know what I mean? And you can't.
Does J-Lo have implants?
No.
She doesn't.
No. J-Lo's all J-Lo. You got to be calling her.
Whatever her name is. I don't know.
Call her
Jennifer is all natural beauty.
Wow. I wonder what it's like in the sack, man. You got to take me through that when you come in. That's going to be some story. I'll
tell you. I'll let you know.
Puerto Rican girls are the best in bed, according to my friends who have had Puerto Ricans.
Well, I can tell you that Jennifer is extraordinary. I don't know about all Puerto Ricans.
Oh yes, all Puerto Ricans.
All Puerto Ricans.
Yes.
Really?
And does it kill you to be friends with Booker?
I like Booker. Booker's all right. I don't know why you guys always badmouthing him.
No, I like Booker. Booker's a friend of mine. I got to tell you though, Linda's great. I like her. Yeah. In fact, I was going to make a try for J-Lo. This is a funny story.
You were going to take a shot at her?
I was going to take a shot when I got separated.
Really?
When was this? I thought you didn't like her.
I don't. Let me tell you something.
You should have. What happened?
Here's what happened. I'm in my apartment. Booker calls me. Yeah, and he's always acting like something cool is going on. He's always involved in something great.
Right.
So I'm here with Linda, and I'm here with Jennifer Lopez. I go, yeah. He goes, you got to come out. You got to meet us, you know. And she was trying to get away from Puffy at that point. Didn't know how to get away from him.
So they were in a car.
Yeah, I said, I'll get her away from him. I said, so I go, what are you talking about, Booker? He goes, you got to come down to the restaurant. I go, dude, I do a morning radio show. It's 11 o'clock at night. Bring her by here. I could get into her pants if I have a few minutes to work her. So he goes, okay, we're probably going to come by. So I get out of my jammies. I get all dressed. I'm trying to look my best. I'm brushing my teeth. I figured J-Lo's coming over. I'm going to get a shot of getting her right in bed.
How long did you sit waiting?
Because she was in a panic. She wanted to get away from Puffy at the time and didn't know how to get away from him.
Panic? I mean, was he chasing her?
So I don't know. You know about it?
Like she ran to Howard. She was like, Howard can protect me.
All I know is then an hour goes by. I'm sitting there on my bed waiting for J-Lo.
All dolled up.
No all dolled up.
Booker is bringing J-Lo to your bed.
No J-Lo. No anybody.
Not even Booker.
And I finally called him. We're having dinner, man. You should have come down here. It was great. Jennifer just left. And I go, dude, you said you were delivering her to my apartment, you lying scumbag.
I never heard this story. I'm going to have to ask Booker about this, why he was trying to pimp her out to you.
Oh, yeah. I know I could have nailed her. I had the roofies all set and everything. Oh, man. All right, listen. Anal sex, yes or no?
Only with men and only with men with long hair.
Come on, Ben.
Come on, John. That's stuttering John. He's like, that's the one thing I wanted to know.
Yeah, we need to know.
I'm dying to know what the anal is.
I have two other questions.
What are your questions? Quick.
Well, first of all, her butt. Is it cellulite on that, or is it a nice butt?
Zero.
Zero. She's tight. She's a dancer. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, and also, would she ever allow other women to bed with you guys?
That's a good question.
That's not something I believe in with the girlfriend thing in general. Seriously, in all honesty. I've broached that subject. It's in the past, not with it's a disaster.
All right, but have you done it?
Oh, you've done it, and it's ruined the relationship.
Something like that.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Wow.
Here's another question, Howard.
Yeah.
Ben, be honest now. Do you wear like a hair implants or anything, or like a?
Do I have hair implants?
Yeah. Do you have like a weave or I don't know?
Yeah, I got it's a knit.
Sometimes it looks like it might be like implants. Or
hasn't he answered that question already in public?
Yeah, no, I don't know why everybody says that. I gotta, the people from Imus are on the other line. I gotta go.
There was a story that Ben got into some sort of scuffle with his friends, kidding around.
With Vince Vaughn, and he knocked my wig off. That's an example of the kind of total fictitious, like they just make it up. They're like, what if we say,
dude, you got to come in here.
Yeah,
I want to come in so we can hang, so we can get serious, because this was not enough time to.
And then I tell you what.
Down into all the issues.
I'll tell you what, when we hit it off, I'll put together a little celebrity poker game.
Ooh, I like it.
High stakes.
And Vinny and
me, Vinny, and Ben Affleck.
Definitely.
And Dan
we
Farmer.
can knock each other's wigs off.
You're not kidding.
All right.
I wear a wig. Don't worry about it.
And Howard.
Yeah.
Ben and Matt Damon are both big fans of the show.
Yeah, are they?
But Matt's afraid to come on.
Well, now that he sees how good you guys were, then now he'll come on too, I'm sure.
Yeah, because he could have come on this week. You got a movie out.
Yeah, he could have come on.
I'll
tell you what, Ben. My opinion of you has gone way up. You're no pussy. You come on the show. You did it for the $10,000 to help somebody else out.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed.
No problem. I enjoy it. I'm a fan of the show, guys, and I'll try to come back on when I'm back out here after the 18th and 19th.
You come in here, we're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about ass sex. We're going to talk about it all.
I look forward. That's what the people really want to know.
All right, John, one last question.
Ben, how much did you get paid for this last movie?
All right, we need to know how much money
I was overpaid.
Which one?
Are you up to $30 million?
The paycheck?
Oh, he's up to $30 million.
Yeah.
No.
Are you're over?
What is your?
I like to be like right below, sort of somewhere in the middle where you're like not the most highly paid guy.
No, he gets $15 million a film.
15?
I know. Yes.
Very close.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be great, huh?
It's a good life, man. I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you that.
It's a lot better than like the $8 an hour. It's I'm lucky, man.
But
hey, did you know Andy Pettit's gone, guys?
Yes, we do know that.
Yes.
Oh boy,
you think Boston's going to win this year?
I
don't know. We got Schilling now. We're going to get A-Rod. No Andy Pettit. Looks good.
Still have the curse though.
A-Rod. We'll see.
So what do you do for fun, man? So you go to Vegas.
I go to Vegas. I hang out with friends. I watch movies.
I feel like you're going through a lot of your money, though. I'm a little nervous about that.
That's not true.
You're saving?
Everything's, I got nice savings. I'm in good shape. I appreciate it, though. But anyway, I got that note from you saying if I ever needed a loan or anything, give you a call.
How much you figure you gamble a year?
Give me a.
Not much. We'll tell you what. Next time we'll do some charity thing. We'll go play poker in AC or something. You can report directly to the people.
All right.
What is a comfortable bet for him? What makes it exciting for him to sit at a table? What do you have?
$300-400.
No, he's lying.
I heard those are his tips, Alex.
No, he puts down like $5
not even a tip. His tips are
at least. He does like
they don't even let you do that. They don't even.
Sure, they do.
I like to play in poker.
He also tips doormen like $100.
Yeah, the word on Ben is he's the best tipper in the world.
Yeah,
I do believe in being a good tipper. I was working in the service business. I think it's good karma. You got to tip people. Very important. The worst thing you can do is be one of those guys who's like, from Fletch, who's like, I suppose you're expecting a nice gratuity. Maybe next time. You got to take care of people.
Where's J-Lo now? She there with you?
Yeah, she is, but she's
hiding in a corner.
Listen, you got to put her on.
She's laughing. She's chuckling.
Is she over there chuckling? What's she wearing?
A bathrobe.
Nothing underneath?
A little Howard Stern show robe.
Just tell her to yell out hello. Just tell her to yell it out.
Please say hello.
Hi.
Ooh. On that note, I got to go, guys. This is more than 5 minutes.
Listen, when you come to New York, I want to go out with, you and J-Lo.
Yeah.
And, have her wear, a little mini.
Okay.
Hey, Howard.
What were you wearing?
More questions, please. I'm just so curious.
What is it, John? One last question, and that's it.
I have two.
All right, one.
Ben, how is J-Lo shaved? Is it?
Oh my goodness.
That's good. That's pretty good. That'll really get you fined by
Ask her if I had a shot that night. Does she remember that night?
Do you think
Did she ever know you were headed towards his house?
No, she doesn't remember the night.
She doesn't?
She doesn't remember the night. I think Booker told her that she had somebody nice for her to meet, but then he was too embarrassed.
Would I have had a shot? Ask her.
I can't even endorse that question. Go
ask her if I would have had a shot.
What's that? she's now going to the river. She doesn't have anything to do with my antics.
All right. Then here's my.
Is that Jennifer or some stripper?
Hey Ben, how many dates before you got oral or in?
Oh, come on, that's a question for when you meet the guy.
You got to know somebody asking that kind of question.
Hey, Dominic said he played poker with you. Is that true?
Maybe. I don't know. I play poker with a lot of people.
Hold on, let me see. Hey, Dominic, when did you play poker with Ben Affleck? You there? Dope hung up. What a schmuck.
Hey, Ben, have Ken call me, and I'll take care of your check for your charity.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
By the way, Ben, the charity again is what?
The AT Children's Fund. You can look it up on the Internet. It's and it's for my friend Joe Kindrigan and all the other kids afflicted and struggling with AT in the search for a cure. And Howard, it's a pleasure. Thank you for finally having me on your show, and I look forward to coming back in. Go see Paycheck December 25th.
All right, Ben, thanks.
All right, guys.
All right, that was decent of Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I can't believe he did that.
I was hoping for...
It would have been better if he was Billy Crudup.
I was hoping Kathy Lee Gifford, but, all right.
Wow. Wow, we covered a lot of ground.
We were jumping around, but we got a lot. We got to a lot.
He gave you 25 minutes.
Yeah, it was more than 5.
Anal.
No.
Anal, oral.
How long? How much money?
Is she good? Any cellulite? No.
Get married? Okay,
That was cool, but it's funny that we can get Ben Affleck, but we can't get Jackie Marling.
You can win $10,000. Oh, you can't win $10,000 is what I want to say.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over. Thanks to League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, starring Sean Connery in a mind-blowing adventure with special effects, coming to DVD and video on December 16th. And Ben Affleck, thank you. That was really, really good of you.
Yeah, this is a great way to get celebrities to call now. That's what we should do.
Oh, that's what we should do when we get money now.
Tom and I already discussed this contest is coming back after the new year, and the money might be going up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So keep that list.
Yeah, so Tom Cruise's people and Drew Barrymore's people, they were thinking about it, so come back.
Drew Barrymore's off the list.
No, why?
We took her off. We decided we don't really care what she's.
I don't.
But how would you? So you made her run out of a building.
Yeah, she'll deny it.
I think Kathy Lee would be.
Kathy Lee
would be great. But she probably needs the money.
I'd even love to talk to Spike Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Just ask him about the time he called Robin and yelled at her.
He likes
he got yelled at. Remember
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, who would be your one that you would want out of all of them? Like, who's your favorite?
Paris Hilton.
Really?
Yeah.
Right now.
Right now, I want Paris Hilton.
You know what? I actually would love to hear you talk to Madonna if she'd give you like a half an hour.
I'd like to talk to Star Jones.
Oh, that'd be great.
I'd like to talk to Dr. Phil.
I think Star Jones would forfeit the money. She'd never make it to the 5 minutes.
Right.
If she ever tried.
Hey, I'll tell you what was interesting to me.
when Ben Affleck swore on the life of his future children and mother that he wasn't even in the house with Christian Slater.
Right.
That was pretty interesting. I don't think he was lying, do you?
Well, he says he's suing those people, so obviously he's
hey, I gotta get Mike
adamant that this is not the truth.
We're talking to those people next.
Yeah, we'll talk to Mike Walker next. Let me take a break.
Oh, great.
We'll be back right after these words.
Oh, my God.
Howard Stern Show.
You guys, it's Kenny. He's been arrested for prostitution in New York. For what? For giving Howard Stern a Hummer. Ooh, that's a Hummer. I don't know.
Well, let's all agree that during the commercials we said Ben Affleck's stock went up about 900% on the show because it called in.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
I wasn't in there.
That was the discussion. It was like, well, that was cool.
Absolutely.
Most people came and go, I didn't really like him, but now I do. So that's a good thing. You see, it's good to call into the show.
I have not changed my opinion.
You still don't like the guy. That's mean.
I'm not. I like him as a person.
Right. You don't even know the guy.
No, I mean, he seems like a fine person. I just have not been thrilled with his moves.
Well, I'm not going to go out and buy reindeer games.
I mean, is that what it means? You're going to go out and see his movies now?
Just means we like him, that's all.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Don't have to rush out to the movies.
That's what I'm not going to do.
Yeah, I was going to try and get a shot at that J-Lo, but Booker didn't come through for me.
You don't even know if you were proposed to J-Lo.
Who knows? I think Booker was blowing smoke up my ass.
Let me ask you something about that night. So Booker just completely blew you off? He said he was coming.
He goes, no, I said, I told you. Yeah. It was like really weird. He's always like, man, you should have been there. It was great. You should see what happened. And meanwhile, nothing ever happens. Booker's getting a totally feminine career now. He's not on the radio anymore.
Yeah.
He went to Blink
180.
The station for women. Now he's on Entertainment Tonight. And I saw him being interviewed in like Glamour magazine or Ladies Home Journal, and he was interviewing about like household appliances and decorating and.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what he's doing. He needs a little career guidance. I thought he wanted to be a rock and roll DJ.
He was being interviewed about these things?
I'll bring it in. You tell me what's going on there.
All right.
Hey, Dominic.
I think Ben Affleck is a very likable person.
Hey, Dominic.
I don't hang up.
Stop.
Keep thinking.
No, then you call in on his cell phone.
Yeah, but that's who I am. I'm going to work.
Yeah, please don't call the show anymore. Can you stop? I'm in the middle of an interview, and I said, okay, let me see what's going on. Pull over to the side of the road and wait for me then.
I play cards with him, and he's a really...
All right, goodbye.
Is there what?
I don't care. I don't care what he has to say. Every time I go to the phone with this guy, he's not there. It's annoying. Don't call in then if you're in a cell phone. Crying out loud. Oh, he irritates me.
That makes me so mad.
When are we going to dinner? Never. Wants to eat with a guy with his stomach stapled.
I thought you had stopped your friendship with him. I think you're still into it.
I'm stopping it again.
No, you're still into it. You never stopped.
It's hard. You won't leave me alone.
I couldn't do it.
Keep sucking me back in. All right, here we got a huge agenda. We got to get to everything. We got who am I doing now?
I thought you were doing Mike Walker next. We were just saying that.
Yeah, Mike, you there?
I am, Howard.
Hey, what did you think of what Ben said?
I thought that was stupendous. I thought it was great. I thought it was terrific. I loved everything, but what I loved the most was the news that you banged Robin Givens.
I didn't. He said that.
Robin
I did not bang Robin.
Robin who? Did he not say yes? Did he not admit to that? Did I not hear right?
It seemed to me he was admitting.
It seemed to me that you said, yeah, and then you caught
I went out with her. We had a few dates. I didn't say I banged her.
Okay.
I don't want to give that impression. I don't. That's not fair to her.
All right.
Because I know you'll print it.
I will not.
I'm telling you, that's not true.
When have I ever printed anything about you that wasn't true?
So Affleck says he wasn't even in the Christian Slater house.
Oh, my God. Okay. Now, look.
Now, Mike knows something.
No, look, here's what I have to say. And I'll tell you, and I think you know me well.
Yes.
Eddie Murphy learned to his chagrin when my paper took the muzzle off me, and he ended up paying us $60,000 when he made the awful mistake of suing us to attempt to prove that he was innocent somehow, because we'd printed a story that everybody else printed about him, picking up the transsexual prostitute. Okay, but let me say this right up front. Let me say this right up front. We stand by our story.
Go ahead.
100%.
You can pay her $200,000 to tell you that story?
I can't. Now, having said that, I will say this. Ben is right. I mean, there are still lawyers talking to lawyers. This thing is under litigation in the sense that, I mean, there's no lawsuit, but, it's still under litigation. I can't, go into the specifics of it. I can't. So when he's under litigation, I'm muzzled.
So if he swore on his future children...
But I just said it's 100%. We stand by it 100%.
Okay, there you go.
He swore on his future children. What were you going to say, Howard?
Probably not going to have any kids in the future. He's probably stuck.
Well, listen, it was a great interview.
A lot of fun.
You got more out of this guy than anybody's ever gotten out of him. I was very amused, as I think John was, and I think Gary was, and I don't know if you were or not, about how Ben, I gamble a couple of bucks here and there. And he keeps saying they. Now, we are not the only ones who have reported on Ben Affleck's, not just his gambling habits and how much money he spends, but his tipping habits. And I didn't hear him deny that. He lays around huge money.
Give me a guesstimate. How much money?
Oh, well, I was trying to remember. You remember that one incident where he went around and tipped everybody at, I think it was the Hard Rock? I'm not sure, and I was trying to remember. In fact, I was looking through stuff here to see if I could find it, but it was some enormous, it was like, I don't know, $40,000 or something he gave the staff. He went around, and remember that incident where he tipped everybody? He went around tipping everybody.
I thought the tips go into the tens of thousands of dollars.
Yes, they do. And it was very interesting. I wish you had said to him, okay, so do you drink it all? And because he did. It was almost too good a performance. This guy is what a paragon this man is.
He's not a criminal.
No, he's not a criminal, and that's the point I want to make. Remember something. He says, they talked about the wig. Howard, you remember that wig story about Ben Affleck? You asked me if it was true, and I'm the one. You came to me as, okay, Mike would know, and I said it is absolutely not true.
He has his own hair.
Sure, and I would submit this to you, and I challenge Ben Affleck. You go through anything I certainly have ever printed, and I have printed as many more favorable stories about Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez than anything negative.
Well, I got to tell you,
you're saying he gambles big.
Sure.
There you go.
Absolutely. I was just amazed that he would,
Let me do something, Mike. Let Chauncey come in and play the gossip game, because he has some gift to give me, and I told him he could give it to me.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and by the way, Chauncey interviewed Lizzie Grubman, the woman who ran over all the people in the Hamptons.
Yes, the publicist.
Here's what she said. Chauncey says, you were scheduled to appear on the Howard Stern show recently, but Howard made it clear that he would tell you how he truly felt regarding what happened to the people you hurt 2 years ago. Not surprisingly, you never showed up for your appearance. Why did you change your mind about doing the interview with Howard? She says, Howard Stern wanted me to come on his show, but I had to cancel because I had a business obligation, so I couldn't do it that day. I don't even buy that. But one day I will go on Howard's show. Howard can think what Howard wants to think, and that's okay. It wasn't like I backed out. But he shouldn't assume why I didn't do the show until he speaks to me personally. I can't wait.
Well, yeah.
Hopefully like a true PR woman.
Yeah, hopefully that day will be very soon. Then after he speaks to me, he can make his decision as to the kind of person that I am. Well,
she didn't back up, but she hasn't been here.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. They called and said she has a business obligation. She can't be there. And I said, please call me to reschedule as soon as possible. And I have not heard from them.
She's afraid of you. She thinks that you hate her guts, and that's why she won't come in.
I do hate her guts.
She knows it.
Come in and face the music. Change my mind.
I told her I don't think you hate her.
Listen, when somebody hits people with a car and runs, I don't like that person.
But she's so sorry. She really is legitimately sorry.
She should come and apologize to me then. She really should.
She should come in and show us she's sorry.
That's right.
Because we see her being treated like a major celebrity.
She's afraid she's going to be attacked, and she doesn't want to be put in that environment.
And it feels weird.
She's upset by it. She'll start crying. She doesn't want to be seen as that kind of person.
I'm going to run her over with a car.
Yeah, we'll just take a little. We'll just hit her a little bit.
Yeah. I'm going to drive her over. I'm going to drive over with a golf cart and then run away. No, listen. She would have come in. She would have answered the questions. It would have been very nice. She's got problems.
Yeah. Tell her to listen to the interview that Howard just did with Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck's a stand-up guy.
That was amazing.
Right.
Everyone
he did. Yes.
Everyone called up and said, "Man,
very likable.
We like him.
Very likable.
He did it.
He just can't act. Did we ever not like Ben Affleck?
Wait a second.
I was going to say he's unlikable.
When was he not liked? He's not like a Lizzie Grubman.
But the guy just did the interview You're already attacking the guy.
No, I don't think it's a big surprise that he's not a good actor. Yeah, he's a good guy. Doesn't mean he can act.
So, all right, listen. We liked him today. That's all.
Yeah. Great guy.
He's a very likable guy. He always has
did you not like him?
I don't know. I don't think I did like him.
Just because a guy,
but now I like
a guy goes to a strip club doesn't make him a bad guy.
No, that's my kind of guy.
Well,
Let me tell you something. Lizzie Grubman called people white trash.
Yeah.
That's right.
They ran over him.
She's a
Backed
changed
over
woman.
with disregard, it seems.
Had no breathalyzer test.
Yeah.
Stayed away for hours and hours.
She made a mistake. She did a horrible thing.
Lives a life of privilege. Father's a wealthy man.
You can't blame her for that, though.
I don't blame her. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, when you do have that life of privilege, don't run over people. Don't get crazy.
Yeah.
And be humble and don't call people white trash.
I think she learned a lesson. I think jail.
She would have come in here. This show would have changed her.
Jail changed her.
Jail isn't going to change her. Jail.
How about the people who were run over, Chauncey? I mean...
No, it's horrible. There's no excuse for it. Absolutely no excuse for it.
How about the people that were run over?
Yeah, no.
What about the white trash that were run over?
Yes.
Yeah.
No excuse for it. And she'll be the first one to tell you that. She's sorry.
Where's my gift? What is this gift you're giving me? Quickly. Mike Walker is a busy man.
Here, this is your gift. I wasn't allowed to wrap it because we're on a...
Yeah, I don't have time to
What
unwrap.
is this?
Wait, actually...
What is that, booze?
Bottle of liquor or something?
Take that back. I don't want this.
What is that?
An American Splendor Harvey P. Car bobbing head doll. I don't want that.
Don't throw my gifts back at me.
Give it to the homeless.
Yeah, this is
Give it to the homeless. The homeless will
This is for you and Beth.
Let me see that. What is that?
It's all about...
What is that, champagne?
It's all about gratitude and forgiveness this year.
Why is it a product of France?
I'm forgiving the Jews for killing Christ.
Why do you buy French champagne?
You gave him French champagne?
Okay, take this back. I'm insulted. Take it back. Take it back. I don't want it.
Are you serious?
I won't drink French champagne.
You're serious?
You don't listen to this show?
Wait a second.
Why did you give money to France?
Why bring politics? It's not... You have to bring money to France.
Chauncey, I'm not being ungrateful. I'm glad that you made a gift to me. You do make $250,000 a year. Could have been a better gift, and it didn't have to be. It didn't have to be French.
You're really throwing it back at me.
Yeah, get out of here. How dare you?
We know you can do.
But seriously, why would you buy French champagne? You know Americans make great champagne.
Everybody knows not to buy French champagne.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Is that a faux pas, or is that something really...
A faux pas?
A faux pas.
Do you know that France, President Bush has done a great thing. He is not allowing France to help in the rebuilding of Iraq. They will lose out in billions of dollars, and I am so proud of him for doing that. And you have to undermine President
You're
Bush's
right. You know
efforts.
what? You're right. You've been so good to stepping out these last 15 years, and it was a gift just to say thanks, and I didn't give it enough thought. You're right.
No,
I apologize.
Shame on you.
Some lovely
give it to Jeff the Drunk for.
Shame on you.
I don't
traitor to
drink
America.
French champagne.
Corbel champagne would be fine.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's Schramsberg. There's lots of.
Yeah, what else did you bring me?
California
I got Ronnie.
Do I have Al Qaeda chocolate bars?
I bought you but I also got Ronnie a gift too, my arch rival.
Let me see. Harvey P. Car bobbing doll.
Yeah, maybe you should.
I thought that'd be something cute.
No, I don't want cute. I like a nice
throw it in the garbage. Throw it in the garbage.
I need luggage. What is that?
Just you're the man. You have millions of dollars. What can you get, a guy like you? You have everything.
Have millions of dollars.
Just trying to do the right thing.
All right, thank you.
Here's a card. I got you a card.
Please stop battling. Shh. You're annoying me, and Mike has important gossip to talk about.
Now I feel like an idiot.
You should. You are
I
an
feel
idiot.
like a jackass.
You are a jackass.
Oh, I'm so glad I got the National Enquirer.
Thank you very much.
What is the other gift?
It's for Ronnie.
Oh,
you talk about, Mike, you like this. You should put this in the Enquirer. I'm talking to my producer, Gary Delabate.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Stuttering John was. So this is Stuttering John. Boy, am I going to have fun this weekend.
Really?
So John goes, what are you doing? He goes, me and my wife and another couple, we're going to get drunk. And we're going to go to Target and shop for the homeless.
It's already wrong.
What?
Yeah.
Here's what's happening. We're going to a party, okay?
Yeah.
We're like 40 people. We're getting drunk.
Yeah.
We're renting a bus. We're going to Target. We're going to buy presents for people who are less fortunate.
What's wrong with what I've said?
Well, you made it sound like it's just me and one other person.
How is that fun, going to Target drunk?
I think it's a riot.
That's like the last place I'd want. I want to go to a strip club drunk.
That means your life has come to nothing if that's what you're getting up
Think
for.
about your life before you got married.
I went to Target all the time.
I'm drunk and going to Target.
Target. I
And
mean,
he's excited about it.
I think it sounds like fun.
Well, I don't have to babysit, Ball.
Oh,
That's part of it.
goodness.
Hey, let's compare that to a night you had 10 years ago.
Let's not say we did.
Why not smoke crack and go to Kmart?
Chauncey calls it Target, by the way.
All right, we have a lot to get to, so we have to...
By the way, Howard, you didn't say one thing about my weight loss.
No, I don't want to talk to you right now.
Now, one word. You're angry at me. You're angry at me for the gift.
All right, I'm done with him. Get him out. Can you get him out of here.
You can't even play
Because you know what?
Thank you, Chauncey.
We got important stuff to do after this is done with Jeff and Jenny, which is so much more
I got the
exciting than you.
$20,000 giveaway.
We're playing the gossip game, I thought.
Just shut up.
Okay.
Okay. Can you shut up? Thank you. All right, Mike, go ahead.
Mike, you better just give us the 4 stories.
Give us 4 stories, Mike. I'll cut you off. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes. Merry Christmas.
Here's my gift to you, Howard. Story number 1. Guess Christian Slater's wife, Ryan Haddon, got his attention by smashing that glass on his head after he played hooky in Vegas. Nudie bars. Spotted in Vancouver, where he's filming Pursued, Slater was loading his SUV with gift boxes of designer outfits, ladies' accessories, and a diamond bracelet. Grinned bad boy. They're for my wife. I'm sure to get out of the doghouse with this stuff.
But what do you think of guys who buy crap for their wives? Like, Kobe Bryant just bought a diamond mine for his wife. I mean, it's just embarrassing that you have to buy crap for them to get them to like you.
Magic got his wife a plane. Yeah. His wife a 16-seat plane. Oof.
Who did?
I think
this is
Kobe?
Magic.
Oh, Magic?
Johnson.
Oh,
well,
Magic.
he should have.
He's got a lot to apologize
he got
for.
HIV.
That's right.
He's still apologizing.
You know what must be the fake story that my producer finds getting drunk and shopping at Target fun?
I love that.
Guess what I'm going to do?
Now you know why Mike's never home to visit his wife. You could be going to Target, too.
I know.
You know what I find the most
Wolf, I'm going to Target.
I went once. I actually went to a Target.
Hey, nothing wrong with Target.
Nothing wrong.
Not exactly fun.
No, are you kidding? My daughter will be on the phone to me. How dare you talk about Target? Target is a wonderful store.
What's fun about that, Gary? Explain it.
I just think it's fun to get drunk going anywhere. I just think it's fun.
You think it's fun to go shopping when you're drunk?
Yeah.
Really?
God, man.
Hey, Mike, you know what? I'll take this crap from Howard. I'm not taking it from you.
All right, go ahead. Story number 2.
Story number 2. What kid would dare tell Santa Claus he stinks? James Gandolfini's son, Michael, that's who. The Sopranos star took his 5-year-old to see Santa at a shopping mall, but as soon as he plopped down on the old guy's lap, the little stinker said loudly, "You have bad breath."
That's
Onlook was
great.
cracked up, and Papa Gandolfini got a roar as he pressed a $50 bill into red-faced Santa's hand and said with a simpatico grin, "Hey, forget about it."
That is so great. Because really, these store Santas, like in the movie Bad Santa. I mean,
Have you seen that movie?
Yes, it's great.
Is it good?
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's just, these smelly guys.
Obnoxious.
Yeah.
Kids on his lap.
All right, story number 3.
Never thought I'd top my item about Paula Abdul barfing on a guy sitting next to her during an airline flight. You remember that unforgettable headline, Paula Abdul treats fan to lunch on him. But now let me heave this one at you. During a White House visit, according to a report, stunning Jennifer Love Hewitt attended an outdoor ceremony and was talking to a top military guy when jet lag or something caught up and she suddenly tossed him. Later in the ceremony, poor baby yelped when an angry bee stung her neck.
My phone's ringing. Ignore it. That's my phone. I missed story number 3. I was listening to the phone.
Okay.
Jennifer Love Hewitt heaves.
I love when my cell phone rings.
On a military guy.
Why'd she do that?
I guess jet lag or something, and she was at the ceremony in Washington, D.C., and talking to this guy, and suddenly she just heaved.
That's great. Story number 4.
Michael Jackson would kill himself if it weren't for me, Elizabeth Taylor's telling pals. Embattled Jacko whimpers on the phone until the wee hours while she gives him advice, often breaking into tears, the veteran screen queen confided to a pal. And he actually told her he was thinking of ending it all. I'm the only one who can make him feel better, Taylor told her friend.
All right, here's your 4 stories. Christian Slater buying a whole bunch of crap to make his wife love him better.
Yeah.
James Gandolfini's son tells a store Santa, "You smell." Jennifer Love Hewitt vomits on some dude. And Michael Jackson might be killing himself, according
Except for Liz.
Except for Liz Taylor. If it wasn't for Liz Taylor, I would kill myself if Liz Taylor was my friend. Robin, what's the fake?
The fake story is the Santa Claus story. As good as it is, it's not true.
Why is that? How come I never see that? It seems real to me. I buy it.
It should be happening, but it didn't.
What do you think, Fred?
I was good. It's either that one or I'm going to say Christian Slater. I was actually suspicious of the direct quote, "This ought to get me out of the doghouse."
See, I think that's true.
Artie?
I think Michael Jackson is suicidal because Liz Taylor does call him. I don't believe that story at all. I don't think Liz Taylor is going to go around bragging that, she's saving his life.
Chauncey, a quick answer.
I agree with Artie. I don't think she's that pretentious. Elizabeth Taylor.
Oh, you're wrong.
All right, so Chauncey says that. The real answer is Jennifer Love Hewitt did not vomit on anybody.
Oh, you just decided to take the one nobody's picked.
No, I'm just telling you, that's the real story. I knew it the second he opened his mouth.
Why? You weren't
Always
even
the
listening.
rebel, Howard.
I know. The
phone seemed like a signal to me.
I
That's
thought
how I
Artie
cheat in the game. They phone in.
Phone rings when he starts the fake story.
Fred says Christian Slater. Robin says James Gandolfini's son. I say Jennifer Love Hewitt. Artie and Chauncey say Michael Jackson.
Somebody has to win.
Yeah.
I won.
Somebody does have to win, and Artie, of course, went against his own theory that whenever Mike Walker does an impression of any kind, that is a phony item. And you're absolutely right, Artie, but you were wrong because you didn't go with your theory. The phony item is Santa Claus, the winner.
Robin.
Yeah,
I didn't
Robin.
have that theory.
What impression?
Robin back on her old form, decisive, quick, goes right to it.
What impression did you do in that?
Forget about it. I slipped it in, Artie.
We must have missed that.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Mike, thank you.
Thank you.
The great Mike Walker, NationalEnquirer.com. You can play this game along with Mike right on that website, and, of course, read him in the pages of the National Enquirer, the great Mike Walker. Chauncey, thank you for the gift.
Merry Christmas, Howard, and to everyone here.
Nobody buy French champagne. That's what I'm saying.
I'll take it.
And I guess we got to take a break, but when I come back, we have two things to do. Football picks.
Ah, yes, we haven't done that yet.
And we have Jeff Currow and Jen, the 20,000.